restore the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murderous scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive. They're selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin and they run around screaming, we love Satan, we wanna eat babies. I have them on video. Hillary's in the creepy weird sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head. What the hell? That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink. Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur. Literal vampire pot belly goblins are hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions of pointed people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stab your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, they're so good. Oh, they're so sweet.
Welcome back, ladies and skeletons. That is, of course,
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
that is the runner-up for the national anthem. That is the Alex Jones folk song. How you guys doing on this special stream? Got DSPolitics going on. Let's see. I got a few tabs here, including this one, DSP proclaiming, people come to my stream to escape from real life. You get it? I don't talk about world events or politics. I just want to play games and have fun. But of course, that went out the window when DSP made his new friends with the Keno Casino. I am joined here with my buddy Alfred. Introduce yourself, Alfred.
Hey, what's going on? It's definitely not a money grab. He really decided to just talk about politics just out of the blue.
It's funny, he was bugging the Keno Casino for days and days, trying to make sure that his schedule and theirs didn't overlap, but here they are just streaming tonight, and I guess they just don't give a fuck. I guess they don't care.
But what are they going to do? They're going to lose all 3 viewers that are going to go over to the DSP stream.
Yeah, DSP was so afraid that he was gonna step on their toes and steal their viewers, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. It's a very shallow grave, that's for sure. Let's start with a clip. Alfred, you are a super genius, as you say. See if you can make sense of what point DSP is trying to make here, because it eludes me. I guess I don't have the intellect needed to understand. Some setup. DSP is already we're seeing politics creep into all of his streams. This is him talking about some Bethesda employees wanting to unionize. And here it just goes.
Let's take a look at some of these wonderful people on strike.
It's not muted, by the way.
I think he's just thinking.
He's trying.
This is what OpenAI calls test time.
Let's go back
compute.
to the article. I don't have to say a word.
Does
I don't have to say a single word.
Then why are
All
you?
I had to do was click on the pictures. Anyway,
That's it.
let's take a look
That's
at
the video. What point was he trying to make there?
I think
you
that
can look at the pictures again. Apparently something was funny in these. I don't know. I mean, you compare these people to how Cat looks, and I think they look pretty
well,
normal.
I mean, the lady in the previous photo, even though she's outside and 6 feet away from everybody else, is still wearing a mask. Either she has terrible breath, or I'm not positive.
She's protecting everyone from her terrible
She might
breath,
be
I guess.
painting, because that does look like a painter's mask.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know what the point he's trying to make. I think it's like some Joel Osteen, The Secret sort of mentality, where he just thinks he can manifest comedy into being just by laughing, and he doesn't actually have to be funny. And I don't know. This is some of his search history from today. DSP, I guess, trying to find out the name of the pastry that his mother makes every Christmas. Captain Planet villains. I think that was like set up for a joke that he had planned for his night stream that didn't really land. He's trying to find out like what is bannable on Kick. Like he's trying to see what people get banned on Kick for. Spoiler alert! It's like trafficking minors is how you get banned off of Kick. I don't think DSP is going to do any of that, but he's very afraid there.
Is it conservatives that are trafficking minors? Because I'm pretty sure that about 400,000 youth have disappeared under the Biden administration.
Yeah, I think that was a Sneeko thing that he got banned off of Kick for, like bringing minors on his stream and creeping on them. Yeah, that's about it. So what's DSP claims to have some political background just because at Helicopterland, Trump was a client of Sikorsky, the helicopters, so got his helicopters serviced, and was late on paying his bill. Sort of like set up an unofficial sort of credit line with Sikorsky, and didn't fully pay his bill until he had to. Which me thinking, listening to that just makes me think that just makes him smart.
Well, hold on. He figured out that DSP worked at this company, right?
Right.
Would you pay that company?
No.
No. I mean, if you're literally hiring somebody to service a helicopter that you're flying in the air with, that your life is being risked, I don't think I would pay that bill either if I found out that Phil was working at that company.
Yeah, I mean, DSP didn't want to fly helicopters either. Why would you have someone working at your helicopter place who like tells people, I'm afraid to fly helicopters. I'm scared of them.
I mean, he has good reason to be scared. He's the one that's in charge of the helicopter maintenance, supposedly.
But yeah, that's anytime anyone brings up Trump, DSP has that story to tell people. He's a shyster. He's a bad businessman. He's a cheat. But I don't know. I don't see it. But he apparently thinks that's enough qualifications to talk about Donald Trump. What's your qualifications to talk about Donald Trump? Do you have a past, a history at all?
Yeah, I actually was the very first person in the world to make a Donald Trump for President website for the Donald Trump campaign. They had an exploratory committee in 1999 when they were with the Jesse Ventura group. And I actually went down and met with the Trump campaign themselves in Los Angeles and made thedonald.org, the exploratory committee website for Donald Trump.
Yeah. Did you ever meet him? Or...
I did.
Yeah, that's cool. He actually met Trump. My political acumen, I made cartoon animations for Brandon Morse, who now runs Red State. It's like a Twitter account with like 500,000 followers or something. He worked with Dana Lash and Glenn Beck, so I was like about 2 degrees separated from Glenn Beck. The animations didn't really work out very well. I've later on became a little bit disenfranchised with politics. Got more to locale stuff, a lot more fun, a lot more relaxed. And now I'm the editor for It's a Gundam. Guy's got over 812,000 subscribers on YouTube last I checked. The last 50 videos or so I edited together. So, I mean, he's not really a political commentator. He's more of a cultural commentator, but I think I've carried over a lot of that political mindset.
Now, I have to ask, when you were working for the Second Degree of Glenn Beck, was that pre or post Cheeto face Glenn Beck?
I don't know. It was like 20. It's like, jeez, I have it. It was like 2015 or so, 2014. Let's see. We don't have DSP going live yet. We can see his chat here. Let's see what's going on in his chat. I cured it with my brain, who is a founder, is like talking politics, I guess. DSP is not in chat. I guess he's busy watching the Kino Casino. I don't know where he is.
He might be, stuck in Cat's gravity well. It's kind of hard to get out of that.
He's trying to escape it. But no, I guess he's not in chat yet. How you guys doing? Hi, Shyok. Hi, Reaper Piss, Media Ghost, Dust Bunny. How you guys doing? Hanging out, watching the shenanigans. A lot of people are doing a restream. This is one of the few happenings that's happened lately in the DSP verse, so a lot of people are doing their own restreams. It's got 1 gifted sub. Holy moly, we're already off to a good start. The money's rolling in. It's so funny how he didn't want to step on the Kino Casino's toes, but here they are streaming at the same time. I wonder if DSP is going to blame them for them potentially not getting enough
What
donations.
are you talking about? Worski is just crying in a corner somewhere right now, rocking back and forth.
He's stealing all our views. Nope, he's not in chat. I guess he was going to start at like 8:45, so about 4 or 5 minutes. Anyone following the Trump appointments? What do you think about the Trump appointments? I saw Marco Rubio basically smack down someone from Code Pink, telling him he doesn't care enough about the dead babies. Imagine someone from Code Pink telling someone else that they don't care about dead babies. That's funny.
Well, I think what they're saying is he hasn't killed nearly enough of them.
Yeah, don't you care? Why are they still alive? Do something about this.
I just thought it was amazing to see Marco Rubio, not in a foam party.
Yeah, who says his party appointments aren't diverse? He's got a gay man there. Oh no. Let's see. Of course the Twitter is blowing up. We got the Tractor Beam streaming, we got Piece of Peace gonna stream in about 15 minutes. Got people hanging out. Ready to watch this whole shit show. RFK Jr., yeah. People are very mad that he's replacing someone who totally understands biology and science. They really care about him.
One thing that I can say for sure is RFK Jr. is going to be very entertaining.
I like that picture of Trump with all the Big Macs and everything from that time he invited the football team to come, and he's like, this is how he's gonna greet RFKs with all these burgers.
Are you sure that wasn't from when he was expecting Chris Christie to visit the White House?
Right. People are afraid he's gonna ban Diet Coke, but of course it's another one of those hoaxes. I do like that tweet from Trump. I've never seen any skinny person drink Diet Coke. Trump had a gay black man as Attorney General in 2016. Who was that?
A gay black man as Attorney General? I'm going to call fact check on that.
Gonna have to community note that one. LTG? Is that who it was? Maybe.
Fact check on LTG. He doesn't actually exist. If you just search for low tier god on Google, actually you'll notice that it's just DSP.
Yeah, let's actually test that out. Low tier god. Actually, oh no, did they fix it?
Oh, they
It's
did
different.
fix it.
Usually, the image that came up was DSP.
Maybe they saw my video.
Yeah, maybe he did. It's like, y'all better fix this shit.
Well, if anybody has pull with Google, it's definitely low tier god.
That was funny. What are you guys saying? DSP understands buttholes very well. See, do we have a clip from today's pre-stream? DSP still not in chat. He would have something to say. According to Phil, all the detractors they don't have anything to make fun of anymore. We're all breaking down. We're all getting crushed. He's worked into his little beg spiel. Let's hit the goals and crush the trolls. So apparently we're getting crushed like 2 times a day, but I don't know.
Yeah, because nothing makes us more sad than having people that like DSP lose their money. That really, really, really kills us.
I can't deal with it. he bought a bunch of paper plates for Thanksgiving, and he's like, "Yeah, I did this because the trolls make fun of me for buying paper plates." And I was just smashing my hand on the table, going, "Arr, he did it again! He bought the paper plates! I can't stand it! It makes me so angry." All right, let's take a look at Snort.
Well,
Snort
let me
Voting.
tell you.
It's from today's pre-stream.
Something other than food as rewards. Sure. What would you like to do?
So the only thing he can do to hit goals, reward goals. By the way, I forgot to mention, we have an Extra Life charity goal. You can see the link in the pinned comment on the top of the chat. Been doing pretty good. We're at $303 for Extra Life for the group of detractors who are having fun raising money. We do it every year now for 4 years. Last year we broke over $10,000 all collectively.
Now, I do have a theory as to why DSP is looking so fit lately. I'm pretty sure that he had a single wish, and you know how genies always fuck with people, and he says, "I wish that I could lose some weight." And the way that they twisted that around is for every pound DSP loses, Cat gains 10 pounds.
It's like the portrait of what was that?
Spawn Killer says, can we do something other than food as rewards? Sure. What?
So he wants to hit the goal so he can eat food on stream. The next goal is to eat the Taco Bell Decades menu. They're bringing back things from like the 60s to 70s. So it's like a chalupa or whatever, a gordita from one decade. So he's just going to order the entire menu and eat them all on stream.
He's going to have to order more than just the entire menu because he needs some of the food to actually make it from the front door to his office.
My goals for hitting the goal, my rewards for hitting the goal, I've been playing some weeby visual novels. Like I played Stay, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. I uploaded that video over to the Ludwig's Bone collection. It was a fun visual novel playthrough. If I hit the next goal, I'll see what I can do, play another cringy visual novel. They're a lot of fun. I'm not going to eat food though, but DSP is being berated by his chat because the only idea he can come up with is just buy food and eat it on stream.
What would you like to do that's feasible?
Speaking of Cat,
because the things people have come up with don't work. Can you do an extra stream?
one of my favorite gifs, we have Cat scratching her butt. Let's go ahead and put that right there.
Is she even physiologically capable of scratching her butt anymore? I don't think that her arm will actually reach.
This is like a beloved memory of hers.
Do you think that she actually has some sort of device like a back scratcher, but for scratching her butt now so she can reach?
I don't know.
When
Maybe
I'm
she
already
just have
streaming
Phil
a
do it.
Yeah, maybe she needs his help.
massive amount.
That's what Amber Lynn needs. And Shani for Christ need people to wipe their own asses.
And the idea is to have me have more time with my family as a result of better support. So how could I stream more?
I love that. The more money he gets, the less he streams. You give him more money, the less content you get. That's really how you run a success.
Man, you know,
successful
actually,
stream.
that makes me want to give him money. How much to get him off the internet completely?
It's like, I think he's charging like he wants to hit the vest goal limit of like 276, and if he hits that goal, he'll play Stellar Blade. So that's like $40-something thousand to play Stellar Blade.
276. Is that just linked to the amount of weight that Kat has gained since she married him?
Probably. No, it's linked to the vest goal from 2020. Is
Right? Can you play an extra game? What game? What are you talking about? How could we
What
do
do you
that?
mean?
When would we do it?
he randomly just started playing Bloodborne again because he got a PS5 Pro, and despite the fact that there's literally no difference between playing Bloodborne on the PS4 or the PS5 or the PS5 Pro, he decided to do another run of Bloodborne, my favorite game. But of course, I've been watching a little bit of it, and of course, he's terrible as always. He got the Father Gascoigne, and he just cheesed him, just put a pile of graves in between him and Gascoigne, and just tries to attack through the graves. It's just so corny and so cheesy. He played it against Blood-Starved Beast, I think, either today or yesterday, and summoned for that. He summoned for help after claiming that everyone who summons in Elden Ring is just cheesing the game and not beating it legitimately. So it's as bad at the game as always.
Now, you'd think that DSP would be 100% pro-Trump, because isn't Trump no tax on tips? That's like his entire income.
I don't know. I don't think he knows really any of the policies at all. Guess we'll hear though. We'll hear all about it. Let's see. Live. Still not in chat. Keeping an eye on it. Let's see, I'll turn this down.
The ideas that people have come up with just aren't viable. They're non-viable ideas, and that's why we haven't done anything else besides the food stuff. But the food stuff makes sense. It's something quick and easy that I can do on a stream. It fits in with the stream schedule. I just stay a tiny bit extra to do it. People like the fact that the series has been rejuvenated. DSP tries it, that is, because it was gone for a long time, and now it's back, and people are...
No, they want Cooking with the King. They want him to poorly cook food. That's what they really want, not just eating fast food.
Unfortunately, Asmongold has taken that title from him pretty handily.
The cooking?
Yeah, I mean, if your steak costs more than $2, it's not worth eating.
What he's saying?
Enjoying having it back. So, yeah.
Yeah. DSP hasn't
I can't
voted
do
in
a
like
merch
over a
giveaway 'cause
decade,
I
by the
don't-
way. That's pretty devastating for a political commentator to not have voted, but he's telling you, what does it matter? It doesn't matter. Who cares? It's like, well, if you're going to talk politics, it helps to have like some skin in the game a little bit.
Trump announces cat is ambassador to DoorDash. That is comment of the year.
Own merch. I don't know what size you wear, and you'd have to give me your information, which would dox you. So I can't do a merch giveaway. A zombies night makes no sense. I mean, like I said, I already would like to do zombies, but how would I orchestrate
weird.
a zombies night?
That's weird. Like, my merch store is through a website called Fourth Wall, and I could gift merchandise to people. Like, Gundam has gifted me merchandise as a thank you for editing videos for him. I have a shirt, a hoodie, a hat. It's pretty cool. But I guess this wonderful website that Phil's going through for merch can't allow you to gift merch to viewers. Really cool. Really good for streamers.
Doesn't even make sense what you're saying. Like, what do you mean? Play zombies at night? I could just do that now. How is that a reward?
Because
But are you doing it now?
yeah, it would be different. And he would do it with viewers, which he can't play Call of Duty with viewers because he's afraid the trolls are going to ruin it. I thought the trolls were crushed. I thought we were destroyed and we were being devastated by idiots giving him money. Of course. Is that a new shirt you ate wearing? It looks comfy. Thank you. Hey, pig. Really high intellect here. What's your favorite flavor of ramen?
Well, I bring back the suggestion box. Maybe at some point I will, yes.
Why do
We
we
have not
need
done
suggestions?
suggestion
I'm already
box in a
doing everything
while.
right.
And now that it's gone, perhaps it is time to maybe rejuvenate it, bring up a new one. People can start submitting again, and every once in a while we can pull from it. It's actually an interesting idea.
I think he's talking about his pants.
Thomas
Every
says
now and
zombies
again,
where the
he can
community has a
pull
chance
from
to
it.
join
He
and
has to
play with
bring it
you.
back up.
So let me get this straight. What you'd like me to do is raise goals all week long. 10 plus streams of hitting $150, and the reward that you would like to give me at the end of that, or you want me to give you at the end of that,
Whoa,
is to play
Freudian slip.
zombies with 3 people. The entire community contributes for me to keep hitting my goals, and then you...
Right as he says that, the one person propping up the goal for every stream lately gives them 100 Australian dollars, which is like $67 because Australian economy is like tanking right now. And you have to subtract 30% off of that because YouTube takes their cut. But he adds them all just without even taking the cut. But he's hitting those goals, guys. Trust him.
You want me to reward 3 people for that. Instead
Yeah.
of doing something that everyone can benefit from. A
That's
video
true,
that we can
because
all enjoy.
him
A stream that we
streaming
can
a
all
video
enjoy.
game doesn't reward
Like, what you're
anybody.
saying doesn't
Yeah. Especially when he plays it with his fans. But him eating food, that's a reward that everyone can enjoy. Because everyone enjoys seeing some fat, gouty idiot eat Taco Bell.
Well, apparently,
Makes
if
sense.
Cat was eating the food, people would like that because
but that would be a very short video, though.
he would need a lot of food.
Instead of rewarding everyone, reward 3 people specifically. That sounds like a sweepstakes.
But everyone can watch the
Does it not?
the gameplay.
That doesn't really sound good.
No, but everybody gets to enjoy the food. Don't you understand?
Well, Adam is here early today and just did a 100 Australian dollar super chat. And with Adam's super chat, which is obviously ginormously supportive, that's going to
Ginormous.
massively propel us forward.
Okay, now, does Phil do the conversion or does he just put it as $100 US?
This guy's been tipping a lot.
That is the equivalent of
so-
$66.
now.
Oh my
So if you
god,
add
that's
this
the smartest
together,
thing I've ever seen him do.
We're already at $130 of support.
He said he
Thank
wouldn't-
you so much, Adam.
The
for the
reason he
incredibly
wouldn't add
generous
super
super
chats to the
chat.
goal,
Thank
by
you.
the way, is because
That
he's
helps a
like, I'm
lot.
not going to do like currency conversions. I'm never going to do that. You're going to see, not going to see me doing that. Of course, now he does because he has to do everything he can to prop up this goal. So he's adding everything like subs, gifted subs, super chats, and I don't think it's really working out for him because, again, he's not really factoring in that YouTube takes 30% of subs gifted subs and super chats.
Well, I can understand why he was worried about stepping on Casino's toes, though, because they only got about 2,000 subbed memberships the other day when they were streaming.
Yeah, they were going nuts.
Wow, we are almost to our goal for the stream already.
Wow.
That's excellent.
Picking his nose.
Pulling out what little remains of his actual beard, quote-unquote.
I've already explained why DSP tries it is a great reward for everyone. I'm not going to explain it every day because you're ignorant or just deaf.
It's a great reward.
I'm not.
You get this.
It's ridiculous. So every day I got to justify the show that people like and are giving me new ideas for because they like it. How about stop complaining? No, really, stop fucking complaining about everything. Stop bitching.
Why do you even ask?
It doesn't make you look
then?
good to just sit around complaining constantly
He
when
just
things are
wants you
going
to agree
well.
with him.
Why are you complaining?
So DSP
You complain when things are going
is
bad.
telling people to stop complaining and
Right.
stop bitching.
Yeah. Just like it. Just
The
accept it.
king of hate.
Because you want them to improve. When things are going well, you shouldn't be sitting around whining and complaining.
Like you're doing right now.
Things are going well. Why are you asking for suggestions? So that was that clip. It's pretty much a preview to what we're going to see with the politics show. Is if anyone disagrees with him whatsoever, he's just going to yell at them and call them stupid and tell them to shut up and stop complaining. Because that's what you want in your political show. You want to greet anyone who disagrees with you with just anger and malice and just baby rage.
Well, I think that he should be being brought over to the Trump camp. After all, Trump just said that he wanted Matt Gaetz to be the attorney general, and he's being accused of having sex with underage girls. DSP should be all over that. They have something to bond with.
Mm-hmm. A lot of restreamers. Do you have any more clips here? Let's see here. Oh yeah, the Xbox ad campaign. You're gonna love this one.
Understand that? Like, I know that.
So he's criticizing the
Game Pass,
Xbox
if more
campaign
people
where he's like, is this an Xbox? It's an Xbox. I don't know what the point is. I mean, most marketing campaigns are pretty clunky and dorky and dumb anyways, but that's marketing for you. But he just sat here on stream and just made fun of it. And
subscribe to Game
here's
Pass.
his expert opinion
They
on
would
the
become
matter.
more profitable. But it's like they lost the script somewhere. Like, you are supposed to be a console
everybody
maker
loves
and
Matt
competitor.
Gaetz.
That's what an
Who doesn't
Xbox
like-
is. So what they're doing with this
Well, I mean, who doesn't like people that have sex with young, beautiful women while doing drugs and being in Congress and then getting promoted? That's just total W right there.
What a loser.
Yeah,
campaign,
I mean, everybody
they're
agrees
essentially
that's not
saying
winning.
Xbox is no longer a game console. Xbox is a concept.
Well,
of
it's an
just
app.
playing
It's-
games, and anything you can play, any game
software
related
more
to,
than hardware.
to Microsoft on
That's
is
sort
an
of the point
Xbox.
that they're making.
Well, that's great, but then why do we need an Xbox console?
I don't know. Why do you
You
keep buying
literally,
them?
in your own ad campaign, said that your consoles are obsolete and not needed because I can buy any of these other
this is-
devices that would serve other purposes.
But you don't,
But the
though.
laptop, sure, I could play games on it, but I could also do schoolwork on it. I could do work for my job on it. I could
You don't
do
have a
online
job.
shopping. I could pay my bills on it, taxes. I can do a
You
million things
literally do
with a
your
laptop.
job on the Xbox.
So if I could play Xbox
And he doesn't pay his taxes.
games on the laptop and get other use out of it, I'm gonna buy the laptop, right? Hey, look, here's a portable Xbox because you can't do this with your Series X, so I'll just get this. Wait,
What
I
is
can
it?
play your games on my phone. Why the hell do I ever need this?
Because
Their marketing campaign is self-defeating.
Xbox is self-helping themselves.
And this guy probably went to Ivy League schools or top schools, top dollar, super expensive, rich guy, best education money can buy. He came up with, hey, fuck it. Forget the consoles. We're losers in that regard. So let's change our entire
We're
face of our marketing
losers.
because we give up. Wave the white flag because there's no way we can ever sell our console because we're a bunch of losers.
That's his takeaway. Their marketing campaign is that Xbox is more than just a console.
All I heard is we're losers.
And of course, he doesn't get it. Every single news reporting thing is just him trying to dance on people's graves. It's just so shallow.
It's
Hey,
such a
toxic
defeatist
judges.
mentality. It's just like Phil Spencer
How
coming out.
literally, how is it defeatist to say that Xbox is more than just a console? It's everywhere. Like, apparently that's waving the white flag.
And saying, oh, the reason that everything's going bad is because gaming's in a slump right now, right? Gaming is really bad. We can't sell games because, the industry's on a downturn. No, it's not Phil Spencer at all. Games are selling like hotcakes. Tons of
He said like 2 days ago that he was having trouble coming up with a list of the top 10 games of the year. Now games are doing great. Okay, Phil.
games this year were huge
I
sellers.
guess they're great now.
It's not yours. Literally
couldn't
every
name
game but yours sold. Yours
game.
can't sell because you don't make good games. If you make good games, people would then buy them.
Hold on. So
And then people would say-
gaming is at an all-time high, but one of the two major players in gaming can't make good games. Everything they make sucks. Am I getting this right?
Apparently. I mean, such great games like Dragon Age Veilguard and Skull and Bones and let's see, Assassin's Creed Shadows that got delayed until next year.
Say, hey, what's the console to play them on? The Xbox. But instead, you don't have any good games. So when you don't have any games, this
One of the games that's being advertised is Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is in his rotation, but okay.
is what you do. You cope. And this whole campaign is a cope mechanism saying,
He really loves that word now.
Eggs. Oh, look, a cat box. Oh, look, a bento
It's a
box.
joke.
It's not funny. It's pathetic.
You're not.
It's embarrassing.
So if my gaming stream was good, I wouldn't be posting a political stream. That's just a cope.
Yeah, it's a cope
Because if it
mechanism.
was going well, I would just keep on gaming, but instead I'm posting a political stream.
I think he'd be hyping up Chad, but no, he's just not in there. I guess he's busy gathering the materials for the topics he's going to be talking about because, of course, he probably waited until the last second to put it all together.
This guy is the head of marketing. He's a clown. He's a literal clown. He thinks this is
literally.
a good ad campaign for the company. This ad campaign literally hurts the
Literally.
company and its image in
Does it?
every way, shape, and form.
Every way, shape, and
He
form.
wants you to go out and buy a competitor's device to play their games on.
What are they talking
Don't
about?
buy
What is he talking
ours.
about?
We give up.
He
Just play our
understands-
games on other devices.
He understands the majority of laptops that you buy have Microsoft Windows on them. You know, Microsoft, the company that owns Xbox.
And Bungie and a ton of other video game developers.
Well, what games?
Like, even if you do buy a competitor product for the hardware, you're installing Game Pass on it, which is a subscription that gives money to Xbox.
You haven't explained what games yet. And you scroll to the bottom, Call
It's
of
not
Duty.
a game show.
That's on every...
Oh, what games yet? Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Indiana Jones in the Circle, Microsoft Flight Simulator. But okay. He scrolls down to the games that they list right after he says, well, what games?
everything. That's even on Sony. That's on your competitor. What are you talking about?
That's on Sony. What are you talking about?
But again, this guy probably thinks this is the most clever idea ever. What a memester I am. What a memester Xbox is. We're the master of internet memes. Everyone's going to be wearing these shirts. Everyone's going to be holding their eggs and saying, this is an eggs box. No.
I don't think
No
he
one's
was
going to
planning on
do
any of
this.
that.
You are completely out of fucking touch with reality. Craig McNary,
fucking
you are
touch.
bad at your job. No one is going to get Game Pass or buy a Xbox game or do anything to benefit your company because this is the ad campaign you created, a defeatist mentality that makes you look like a loser. It looks like you have a limp dick.
Wait a minute. So DSP calling people a defeatist loser with a limp dick, and he has no situational awareness to realize that he's literally talking about himself?
No self-awareness. No, he jacked off on a live stream. That shows you that his dick was working. I mean,
But you couldn't see it, though, even though the camera was down to almost waist level.
yeah, well, I mean, he didn't have to clean up or wipe or anything, so I guess it didn't work, did it? Or else he just, like, came in his shorts and then just started the stream with a fucking load in his jeans. I don't know, man.
No one wants to give you money if your dick is limp.
No one wants
No
to
one
give...
wants to give you money if your dick is limp. Oh my god.
First of
Oh.
all, misogynist, sexist, right? What if we have a woman in the head of Xbox? You have a limp dick, lady. No one's
Well,
gonna
I
give you
mean,
money.
Women can have dicks, Daniel.
Of
I
course.
can't believe you said that.
It's the year 2024, okay? It's the current year. Gotta be very politically correct. Because we've got shit like this happening.
What is wrong with you? And this is
Did
who's
he
in
really think that
charge
was like
of
a
their
knockout?
marketing.
A knockout line. Did he plan on that, or did that just roll off the cuff?
Good lord.
Good lord. You
And I'm
limp
just
clit
a
bitch.
normal dude. I can say this. What the fuck? Where did
He's a normal dude.
It really takes DSP to be able to combine the Lord and limp dicks in the same freaking thought.
I don't think a normal dude talks about people's dicks, but good luck getting other dudes' dicks off your mind, Phil.
the years of education and money go?
Is Phil Spencer on edibles or something? The chat is just gaslighting him as usual.
Where did this guy get all of this from? What is happening?
What is
Why
going
do you
on?
think, seriously,
what is happening?
why do you think
Why do you
the
think?
games
Why do
industry
you
is in a
think?
slump? It's not because games are bad.
But
You just said games are bad.
I thought he said it wasn't in a slump.
Literally, you guys have no games. All your games suck. 5 seconds later, limp dick, games aren't bad. Games are at an all-time high.
It's not because times are tough. It's because these are the clowns in charge. The clown show continues at Xbox. They've got some of the worst
on
leadership.
Xbox.
The head of marketing.
I thought the clown
thinks
show
this is their
continues on
best marketing
DSP's
campaign
He
they've
needed
ever
the
come up with.
apostrophe or
It's
there,
literally
like
their
Biden
worst.
needed for
You remember
everybody's
those
garbage.
gross out ads of the 1990s? You'd be reading like a game magazine, and it would be like a
Right. The silver age of gaming. Right. Sure.
giant jar full of toenail clippings. And they'd be like, oh, this will sell a game console. I think it actually would more than this. Like, that would actually sell hardware or a game better than this. Literally, what on earth, when you're looking at this, where here do you see yourself spending $1 on anything Xbox?
The cat box.
Yeah, this is a cat box. I actually have an Oculus. I don't know if you can install Game Pass on Oculus. I haven't tried that.
You can.
Yeah. There are a lot. I don't know. I need better hardware. Stalker 2 is coming out in like a week. There's actually a Metro game that's coming out, or it is out for Oculus. I should try that.
How does this convince you to spend $1? If anything, maybe you get...
I recently played the Batman Arkham Shadow, the Batman VR game, and the stream is uploaded over on the LWO Stream Archive channel. It was a lot of fun. You get to punch a lot of air, for sure.
Hungry?
Except it sucks when... Oh,
So everyone, if you are
We got
on
audio.
stream right now
Let's
and you're
see.
wondering, when's Phil
Well,
beginning? Momentarily. Just gonna give it another minute or two to
You've
build up
already
a tiny
began
bit.
because you're
I was
talking, you
anticipating we
stupid
would
fuck.
probably get around 200
no, he's still in the
viewers tonight,
slideshow mode.
and it looks like that's what we've got. So that's pretty much on pace with what I expected would be here for the first episode.
Okay. He's very happy with his 200 kick
I welcome
viewers.
you all to the show. My first ever exclusive stream on Kick. I have always been co-streaming
It's
this
pretty
last
quiet,
month.
isn't he?
Finally, a stream that's only for Kick viewers. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
By
He
the
knows
way,
a lot about
here it is. I
kicking
knew
viewers.
this was going to happen. If you hear that stuff playing, it's because I have some stories lined up for us tonight
Oh boy.
from local news agencies to watch. And these
great.
websites are so
That's not going to
bad,
get claimed.
they autoplay ads even if you're not doing anything on the page.
Good job, buddy. Maybe you should have
So I have a
downloaded them.
couple
If only there
open
was
here,
ad
And it's like they
blocker.
start playing. It's like, what
No.
is this stupid shit? It is pretty dumb. So it is what it is.
It is
How
what it
these
is.
Awful news agencies stay in business is they have ads running on their websites, and it's you can't even use the site. You're gonna wait till you see how bad some of this shit is.
Okay, so we're
anyway,
not just
it
critiquing
should be a good
politics.
time
We're
tonight.
criticizing.
About 2 hours of political.
You know what I
commentary
like
here
about
covering today's
news
stories.
sites?
I'll
They don't
explain
interrupt the
all of
news
this in a
to
moment when we begin.
beg for money.
But I just wanted
That's what
to
I like
build
about
you
them.
guys up a little bit. Normally, I probably would not do this pre-stream chatter when I do the show, but being this is the first show we're ever doing, I figured I would just jump on and chat. I have the chat open so I can see all of you.
Yeah, he can't
Now,
mute a
here's how it's
tab,
gonna
right?
work.
Literally,
I
just like
absolutely do have
mute site.
many things to say and stories to cover. However, it's an interactive stream. Okay, so if people have
only
things to
been
say,
doing
you
this
can
for
tag me in the
16
chat.
years, okay?
I'll try
Go
to
easy
catch
on 'em.
those and respond to them if they're pertinent. Contributions will be shouted out in a timely manner.
Contributions are
And there's
mandatory.
2 ways you can contribute tonight. You can either sub to the channel or gift subs to the community,
Or you
which would
can
be
tip.
greatly appreciated.
Look
or
at the
you can
slow
tip
death
me.
of that
And
man.
if you actually tip me,
Times
you can leave a text message.
He thinks he
in the
looks
body of
exactly
the
the
tip.
same throughout the years. That's
That's
why he
pretty
has
much
that
what
on
we're
there.
doing,
He's
and I'll
like,
give
I
you a
haven't changed
shout
at all.
out,
It's
okay?
like,
So
I don't know, man.
those are the 2
It's
primary
autistic
ways
face
to
blindness
contribute.
there.
In
You
fact,
can't even
since there's no super chats
be
available,
self-aware.
I'm going to go ahead and just remove the super chat part of the leaderboard. I didn't even really think about that until just this
Of course
moment.
you
Like, what's
didn't.
that doing there? Now, it is a normal stream for me. The whole idea
It's a
is this
normal
is still
stream.
a normal,
Very
night
normal,
stream.
you know.
We're still trying to raise the goal. We are at 65 straight streams of hitting my goals, and we want to keep that momentum going, obviously. So tonight, please contribute with subs, gifted subs, or tips.
Please give me money.
If you're wondering, hey, how can I tip?
There's
take
4
out
what I
gifted
was
subs right
wondering.
there.
stream or on
That's
the about panel.
$20,
of the
I guess,
channel,
because it's like
there
$5
is
per
a,
sub, which is
section
fucking
there that you
crazy.
just click on, and it takes you right to my tips page. Okay, we've already got some early contributions.
yay.
I am
He's got like
Cope
$25.
just gifted 4 subs to the channel.
Yay.
Thank you, I am Cope. Now let me test this and see if this is gonna work. So that was 4, correct? So here we go.
Yay!
It still should. There we go. It did work. So thank you, I am Cope, for the early support.
Hey, can we talk about politics
The
on
4,
DSP politics,
gonna beat
or
I
can we
Am
just
Cope
talk
tonight?
about begging
Who's gonna
and
do
just
more than 4
sitting there
subs?
waiting
We'll
for people
find
to give
out.
us money?
Okay.
I'm pretty sure you had
So,
a
as you
gifted
can
sub
see, more
before
and more
that,
people
but
are showing
I
up,
guess
and
we're
I'm
not going
wondering
to
when I
count
should
that.
begin. I'm going to begin in a moment here.
You're already
Wow, we
talking,
actually have more people
dipshit.
than I
You
anticipated
stupid
would be here
fuck.
tonight. I thought 200, and we already have almost 3 and climbing. So this
No,
is
you don't. You have
excellent,
235. That's not almost 300.
obviously. Okay, is everyone
dude.
ready to begin?
Math
Any
genius.
concerns? Anything I should know about? Anything going on before we begin? Because I'm going to begin momentarily.
Hey, did you know that CokeSchnoz is streaming at the same time?
Or are we good to
I thought
go?
that
I'm
was
just
something
curious,
you really didn't
I've
want to
never
do
done a
because
Kick
you
exclusive
said
stream
it was
before.
fucked
I have
up
no clue how this is going to
to
go.
stream at the same time they did because they did so much for you. I guess it doesn't matter
Some people
anymore.
actually have gold
Cool.
crowns already. Holy crap, that's awesome.
Holy crap.
Ask the
Anyways.
casino for a shout out. I don't know how exactly I would do that when I'm on my own stream.
Go in their chat and just bug the shit
I
out of
would
them
do
like
that.
you always do. There it is. There's the big sub
Dark
bomb.
side pimp.
Oh my god.
I
Whoa. Whoa. I can't even see how many that
I'm
is
on my
because it
own
just
stream.
fills up the screen.
I don't know how I would do that.
Here we go.
21
Yada, yada, yada.
subs.
21
Let's get
subs.
an animation going for that.
Let's get that
Sadly, it's
animation
only 4
going.
short of
He
the
sounds so
25 sub
excited.
animation, but we could do the 10 sub animation. Here we go. Thank you, Dark Side Pimp. 21 subs. Let's get
And he
that
only
up
has
on
an
the
animation for
leaderboard.
10. Really cool. So I guess that's where all the kickside
And that
contributions
is
are going
the
to come
equivalent
from.
of
Is
$105.
What a
wow.
cuck.
So we're already up to 125 and climbing.
cool.
Thank you so very
Look
much,
at
Dark
that.
Side Pimp.
And he literally just sits
In
here just
addition-
meandering and just wasting people's
I just
time.
received a
Took him 30
$10
seconds
tip.
to
It's
do
our
the
first tip
math.
of the night.
Don't
And-
need more
wow,
than
it's
that,
barely loaded.
cuck.
From Mars Inhabitant. They said, Euphoria. I don't know what the hell that means. Thanks for a $10 tip. I don't even know what that word is.
Euphoria?
Thank you, Mars Inhabitant, our first tipper of the night. Let's get that up on the leaderboard.
Very respectful to the guy who gave him money. I don't even know what you said. Fuck it. Moving on.
I mean, to be honest, he doesn't really know what anybody
To
says.
be completely
Type
honest
the
and
dollar
transparent with all
sign,
of you, I
dipshit.
have absolutely no idea how
Finally.
this show's going to do. I don't know if it's going to get good support. I don't know if people are going to like it. I have no clue. We're going to find
Dude,
out.
you're like
This is
20
something you
bucks
guys
away
have
from your
asked me
goal.
for
And he's
for
like, I don't know if
years
we're going to
and
get any
years
money,
and
man.
years. And I said, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off. And now that this election is over, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because you're a
Let's,
pussy ass
let's
bitch.
try
You didn't
it.
put your
Let's see
dick
what
on the line
happens.
before the election
Okay.
happened. You only jumped into it when it was over. Striking while the iron is ice cold. Really cool.
Are we ready
Yeah,
to
and
begin
take
now?
the
Are we
loser's
good? We got a
side
bunch
as
of
well.
contributions
That's
in.
super
Thank you so
smart.
much for the early contributions. Like I said, I will be shouting out contributions live as well during the show. Gonna basically do the intro, a little bit of a intro, and then give the
This
premise
is
of
the
show,
intro.
explain how it's going to work, and then we're going to do transition to our first story of the night. Okay. How many chatters are there? I have no clue how to see that. I know how many
275.
viewers we have. I have no clue how to see how many.
Somehow
people
we
are
can see
actively
that.
Chatting.
He just said at the beginning,
much of
oh,
a
we have
noob
about
on
200
Kick to
people. And then
understand
people are
that.
like, how many people are in chat? I don't know. Okay.
He exceeded the
Many
context
people showing
window
up.
of
Even
his
more are
brain.
coming. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, or something.
Okay. Shall we begin?
I don't know, can you?
I think we should begin. Here we go. Let's do it.
Does he have a special intro for the politics show or not? Is it just the same?
Okay, he says, let's do it, and then dead air.
Man, I love this art. This is the peak of AI art right here. There it is. Oh, he fixed it. This is how you do govern. For the longest time, it was the is how you do govern. He got art from. It still says DSPolitics though. Should fix that. Okay, dude.
At least he picked the absolute worst possible picture of himself.
No, it's just a face swap of Trump from of course, a magazine cover critical of him.
At least it's 144p.
All right.
Alrighty then.
Good evening, one and
Good
all.
evening.
DSP
That is a great
here.
haircut. It's very
Welcome
uneven. It's
to my Kick channel.
lumpy,
DSP
it's
Gaming
lopsided,
Reel,
it's all
for
good.
the first ever Kick exclusive stream I have ever done in my 16 years of content creation. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my very
You have no
first
ladies
ever
watching.
edition to my new
Unless they're
politics show,
a detractor.
DSPolitics.
His wife isn't even
I'm
watching.
Darkside Phil or Phil Burnell, and I have been making content on the internet for 16 years. But
Oh
never
wow,
have
we
I
get
delved in
the we
realm
get the
of
intro as
politics.
if people
Now, in light
he's
of
getting
the
new
recent
viewers.
presidential election
Totally not
now
happening.
being over and the results going the way they did, seems like a lot of people are able to kind of express their, opinions.
No,
on
they did that
politics
before
on
the
the
election.
internet
There's no point in
without
doing it
the
now. It's
fear
all
of having
over.
to be canceled. And so today, starting tonight, I'm going to do a show that's going to cover 3 particular different political topics of things that have been going on. A couple are kind of current events that are a little bit more local. And then we've got the big broad range spectrum of what just happened in the election. We're going to have a lot of fun here tonight.
We're gonna
on
start
my,
with the more
Kick
boring
channel,
stories.
Well,
DSP
people
Reel.
from
Now,
around
this
the
is
world
how it's
tune in
gonna
to
work.
know about what's
The
going
stream
on
is
in
live
fucking
right now
Seattle.
on Kick, and I will continue.
Well, he
to
tells
stream
you about the
political
weather in
content
Seattle as
exclusively
if
here on
anyone
Kick.
cares.
I will
It's like if
be
you live in
recording this
Seattle, you
content,
don't need to hear it
and
from
I
him,
will
and if
be
you don't,
clipping
then
it
you
up
don't care
into
what the weather
highlights
is.
and basically
But he just doesn't get
interesting
it.
topics of discussion that you might want to watch back in the future. And those clips will be uploaded to my
Thank you,
DSP
Digital
Reacts
Bobby. You
channel
gifted
on
a sub
YouTube,
to Why
found at
You So Lame. I don't know what that
youtube.com/@
means.
DSP Reacts, okay? That's where you can find these clips. They'll probably be uploaded over the
Stupid
course of a
gifts
given
behind
week
them.
after any live broadcast here on Kick. These broadcasts should stay archived on the Kick channel for, I believe it's about a week. It stays up. So you can watch it in its entirety uncut if you would like, or you can just choose to
They're
watch
literally
the
watching it
highlights,
now,
as
dipshit.
you will, on the DSP Reacts channel. Now, I will be shouting out contributions during the show as if it's one
Apparently
of my normal
not,
live
'cause-
streams. I do have goals in effect. However, we already had an abundance of support early on. I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue hitting goals. In fact, I feel like we're probably going to be exceeding them tonight on the show. So thank you in advance to
Self-entitled.
anyone who contributes, and thanks to those who already have. In fact, we just had 2 more subs come in. One just came in,
Look at that lean in.
a gifted sub
Snort.
from Digital. I don't know why I'm looking there. I have the chat right in front of me, and I'm trying to
Because
squint
you're an
at my,
idiot.
Unfortunately, I
my
don't have the
monitor
bot
across the
army
room.
set up for Kick
Digital
yet.
Bobby gifted a membership. Thank you for the gifted membership, Digital Bobby. Guitar Player 1939 just gifted a membership. And
Anonymous.
right now, an anonymous gifter just gifted a membership. So between those 3 gifted subs to the channel, I should call them subs. They're subs here on Kick. My bad. They're not memberships.
You
It
can call
is
them whatever
official.
the fuck you want,
We
man.
have just hit my goal, and we don't have to worry about this for the rest of the night. But any contributions that
But
come in,
he's gonna
thank
keep
you all
begging.
very, very much for them. I have a streak of ongoing positivity and support across all of my content that I
And
very
in
much
his
appreciate
underwear.
you guys
Mm.
coming out and checking
Nice
this out. I
big
didn't know how it
streak.
was going to go, but we did it for 66 straight
Yes, we got-
streams.
We got the
Hitting
middle
the
bun
goals,
of
crushing
a
my
Big
trolls,
Mac.
making content, having fun, being awesome on the internet. This
Hitting
is what
the
it's all about.
trolls,
The resurgence is
crushing
real.
the
It is back.
trolls.
Doesn't matter what I'm doing, whether it's gameplay, whether it's podcasting, whether it's a political show. People
He's
are
gotta
here and
jack
people
himself
are
off
ready
verbally,
for fun.
as he's a
So
public
thank you guys
masturbator
very,
in
very
every
much
way.
for that. I appreciate that.
Can
Thank
we
you for
get
keeping
to,
momentum
like, you know, the
going.
politics
And
and, you know, the
basically, there's
topic,
2
the
ways to
reason we're
contribute.
here?
Subs and gifted subs here on Kick or tipping. I will shout out.
You just
all
said you didn't have to
contributions,
deal
but
with
also if you
that
tip, you
anymore.
actually have the opportunity to put a message in the body of your email that I will then read out live here on stream. So if you're maybe not in the Kick chat, but you still want to communicate with
This
me
guy
during
is
the
so
show,
dense, he
tipping
makes
is the way
neutron
to go.
stars look like a
All
bubble.
right. So I think I'm ready to start. I don't know.
I don't
about
know,
you
are
guys.
you? Go.
Take
Got
a
it.
stip, you
Terry
sleazy asshole.
Bogart.
Gotta take
just
my gin.
subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, Terry, for the sub. I appreciate that. Thank you for your support tonight.
It's
All
not just a
right.
regular thank you, it's a thank you.
Ladies and gents, let's do this.
How many
Let's
branches
get
of government
in
are there? I don't
to
know.
Our very
I don't
first
think he
topic
knows.
of the night.
Local news. Oh my god. Here we go.
Oh my god, still spelled. Oh, that is just painful.
DSPolitics. Really cool.
Alrighty, everyone. So first up, for the first story to ever be covered on DSPolitics, I have a story that it's from a local news agency.
Who gives
However,
a fuck
this is
about
actually
local
a
news?
bigger topic than just locally here in Washington State, where I happen to live. This is something that has been going on ever since the presidential election ended last
This
week,
microphone is
and
so
Donald
quiet.
Trump defeated Kamala Harris. Let's take a quick look, and let's actually watch this little bit of a
Love the,
excerpt from a news story that was actually
Like how
run
he
on
always
local
clicks the
TV
wrong
stations here.
thing every single time.
Here it is. It's heart-wrenching. Washington woman receives racist text sent to many people across the country. The FBI
Why do you assume these are real?
is investigating after racist text messages were sent to Black Americans across
I like
the
how the
country.
B in
Here's
black
the
is
story. We
capitalized
are
for
going to
no
watch
reason,
it,
as if they
but
come from the
I
nation
think
of black.
before we even watch the story, we should actually
I
see
visited
what
there
this
one
text
time.
message is, should we not?
It was nice. I mean, my car got
So-
stolen, but
Aside from that, it was great.
Messages sent to Black Americans all across the country, including some people right here.
not that
in
there's
Western
anything wrong
Washington.
with that.
King 5's Bridget
Not
Chavez
if
If
there's
that's how you
anything
want
wrong
you
with
after
getting my
speaking
car
with a
stolen.
woman who received
Probably deserved
Okay,
it. All that
so
privilege,
everyone
you know.
can
Just
hear,
evening
everyone
out
can
the
see, correct? It's
national
working?
average.
So here's the text message that apparently people across
Yeah, I
this
sent
country, the United States of America, have been receiving
Allegedly.
since the election ended. Okay? I'm going to read it. Greetings. You've been selected to pick cotton at the nearest plantation. Be ready at
Say it
10
louder.
p.m. sharp with all of your belongings.
Come on, that's fake news. We know that they don't
Executive
actually work.
will pick you up in a brown van, so be prepared to be searched down upon arrival to the plantation. You are in Plantation Group A.
Hell yeah, I'm in the first group.
Fuck. I mean, I'd rather be an SS.
Okay, then.
That's
So,
you know, like
this
Devil
is
May
the
Cry
real text
ratings, not
message going out to
Germany.
Americans right now. Now let's watch the story. All right, and then
Why should we? You've
allow
already
me to
explained
respond
everything
and
to
react
us.
to the story. But first, let's watch the entire story. Here we go.
received 2 text messages, Bridget.
Yeah, officials have described these texts as disgusting.
I like her
and
MC Hammer
disturbing.
pants.
From young kids to adults, we've
Gotta
learned
make
that
sure she's
Black
got all those
Americans
cargo
receive
pockets for
messages like this one.
Plan
telling
B
them
pills
that
and
for all the
they
cotton
need
she's gonna be
cotton.
picking.
The messages themselves didn't break any laws.
Like,
but the
this
FBI
stupid
is
fucking
trying to
webcam is
figure
covering
out
her
who
face.
sent them.
I got this text twice.
Oh god, as if
Hold
he
on, I
wasn't.
thought that she said that black
You have
people
been
received this
selected
text.
to pick cotton.
What is this
In a
albino
video
woman
that's
doing
now
complaining?
gone viral, Isella Rayner shares
She's got a
the
worse
text
hairline than he
messages
does.
she received
Is.
from numbers she doesn't recognize.
The first couple
Well, she's in
words
Plantation
were
Group
like
E.
slavery.
What a loser.
Wait, they weren't from her closest friends and relatives? It was from unknown numbers?
You're getting sent, and I was just like,
You're the one that
freaking
picked out the video clip,
Rayner
asshole.
isn't the only one who got messages like this.
It's heart wrenching.
Plantation Group C.
The FBI says Black Americans
heart-wrenching.
across the
It's
country
I would be
have
pissed. I'd
received
be
these
like, why am I in
racist
Group
texts.
C instead of
Rayner
Group A?
says she got these messages Wednesday, the day after the
I wonder what his
election.
takeaway for this
What
is
do
gonna
you think
be.
about the timing of
It's
it?
probably not gonna be.
It's a little
You know,
fishy.
those are probably just fake,
It's a little
right?
fishy.
This is kind of their
It's literally JD Vance just mass texting everybody.
kind of their
They're
Look, if they are real,
They're-
then it's
this
evidence
is
that
their
Kamala has been
end
selling
zone
their user
spike.
data, because how
And
else
he
would they get their
nodded.
phone numbers?
What the hell?
When we
Let's
get,
keep
they gotta
going.
recoup their
It's
$2
hard for me to
billion
not comment. I wanna
loss.
watch
Okay,
the story
chat,
first.
she's not
It's very hard for me to
80%
not
white,
comment on
okay?
it as
She's
a
clearly
Yeah, kind of
92% white.
in your face.
You suck at
Leslie
math.
Braxton is a pastor at New Beginnings Fellowship in Kent. He didn't get a text, but many people he knows did.
This is the cruel.
Just
part
He
block
said
it.
he was the
of
guy.
American culture.
By the way,
It was
one
him.
thing I'd just like to point out.
Just block the
Everybody
number.
I know got
Before
the
we
text,
even
but
begin,
I
You
didn't.
see this right here? It's a good thing I have a nice pointer here. You see what this is? You see what that says? It says report junk. You see that? The sender is
Yeah,
not
but every
your
time I
contact.
click on
Let's
that, it
report
brings me a
junk.
link
I'd just
to
like
report
point
your
that out
channel to
Before we
YouTube.
continue. Okay, let's continue.
We are a part of and fight for the noble part.
It's still unclear.
He's
who
already
sent the
quiet, and the
messages.
video he's
The
watching
text
is even
now,
more
which
quiet.
offers free phone numbers
Sorry.
online, says at
I need to
least
install
one of
a
its
plugin
accounts
to boost
may have been
YouTube
involved,
videos.
and said they shut down the accounts and are working with authorities.
No, you mean that someone would have used a method to be a third party kind of a deal to hide their identity
What?
who's sending those texts? You mean someone wouldn't be proud to just send that text out from their real number and, you know, not be afraid of any kind of repercussions? No way.
I love how
never
the
would have
news
guessed that
says
some kind
it's
of a,
not illegal
you
to
know,
send out these
spoofing
texts, but
service would have been
authorities
used.
are looking
The
into it.
scariest part that this is only
It's hate
targeting
speech, bro.
people of color.
Braxton says, unfortunately, he isn't surprised by any
Jeez.
of this.
By the way, Darkside Pimp just gifted another sub to the channel. Thank you so much, Darkside Pimp.
Dark
I
side.
appreciate
Come
that.
on, you have to do the
Yeah,
full
choke on a
PPP
D,
thing.
Dark Side D.
Microaggressions.
You have to do the full
Every now and then people
PPP
will
thing.
say out in
Dark
public
side
that they know
pimp.
what they
Oh, just one sub. You got more than that.
If I ever come down.
Ding 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 ding.
Working to confirm those details.
Clap clap clap
Reporting
clap.
live in studio, Bridget Chavez, King.
Great support, guys.
So we've seen the story now, okay? And I mean, there's so many things to unpack in this story.
What do we got? What's your
For
takeaway?
a 2-minute video, 2.5 minutes.
Hit us with the gold
This
fill.
is actually starting to make not even just local.
This is what we tune in
starting to
for.
Spread across the country, kind of national news over the last month. I feel like there's a few things to kind of discuss and take a look. So first of all,
such as?
before we even address the more specificness of it, let's be honest. This is a messed up message for anyone to get. To be told.
By the way, just so you
that
guys know,
you're
this
about
is
to lose
bad.
personal
It's kind of
freedoms,
funny, actually.
Get out, you're about to be a slave. I mean, it's messed up, correct? Like, we can all agree there. It's not a nice message. It's not,
I don't know.
that's
I mean,
not
it doesn't-
I mean,
a
technically the
warm-hearted
van is the
jab
slave,
or
right?
joke.
It's the
That's a
slave
pretty
van.
mean-spirited
It doesn't say they're not
message
gonna
to
get
I think
paid.
There's no
And the
one out there
van's
who's
even
gonna say,
brown.
oh, no, that was a good one. It's more like, haha, what an asshole. You know, what a piece of shit to send someone that message, okay? Now, the story says a few things that I feel like we need to address before we can even continue.
Oh my god.
First thing it says is that this text message is going out to people of color, okay? Did the news story actually present any evidence of that whatsoever besides
Yeah, the white
the
woman.
one woman who was interviewed and the one person who I believe was a pastor or, you know, some religious leader
That didn't
said
get the
that
text.
certain people
Yeah.
that he knows have gotten it.
Certain
Okay,
people he
where
knows.
is the evidence that this is only going out to people of color? If you read the message, okay, it says nothing whatsoever about race.
Well, it's a
Now,
brown van.
Obviously, the reference of cotton picking, which is
Obviously.
a racist reference because it
You
was
do
here in
realize
the
that
United
somebody
States of
has to
America,
pick
where many,
fucking cotton, Phil.
African
Wait.
slaves
Hold on. What
were
if
basically
this
forced
is
to pick
like when
cotton
he
in
said to
plantations
Adam on the
and
side scrollers? Whoa, you said it. There was no mention of race. I don't see race. So he's the one injecting the racial connotation.
That's correct. This
Right?
is
Correct.
factually true. So obviously that's what the reference is.
Obviously.
But nowhere
Okay.
there does it say.
So when you say fire up the slave trade, we're selling her off to profit, it's everyone else's problem when they attributed that to race.
That's very ambiguous, though.
No, it's not obvious, but this is obvious, of course.
This is towards a certain group of people. Now, if they had come onto this report and said, hey, we have all this data, we've been gathering data all week, and we found out that 5,000 people of color got this message and only 200 white people got it, then you'd be like, all right, you know what? That's pretty bad. That means that's a targeted harassment campaign. Okay,
that's not what that
means.
means.
There's a big problem here. Who is
A
doing
targeted
this? And you know what
harassment
my question
campaign wouldn't
How are
be a
people
group of
finding out
people. It would be
people's
one
races
person. That's what
and
targeted
sending
means.
text messages to people of color specifically? Like, I'm sorry, sometimes a name could be a giveaway of your ethnicity, but not always. How are you
What are
gonna
some
know that who you're
examples of
texting,
names that would give
right,
away an
is
ethnicity?
a person of color? Is it an actual targeted stalking campaign?
Like
if
a-
so, that's
I am
probably
Heidel
very
Hitler.
disturbing.
Ha ha.
That someone has access
get
to
the
that
Jews
kind
in
of data,
space.
and they could sit there sending targeted messages towards people of certain ethnicities. To me, sounds more like someone who has too much time on their hands, went to one of these third-party sites, sat there and just literally mass texted a ton of people this message. And it just so happens that some of the people that it went to were people of color, and it hit home because, hey, if you're a person of color and you're being told that you're going to be a slave, yeah,
hate
that's
that
pretty
term,
offensive.
person of
okay?
color.
But this news
Is
story
white not a color? I guess
doesn't
not.
have that data
Technically, white is all
anywhere
the
in the
colors.
story.
Right, black
It
is a
never
lack
mentioned
of color.
numbers. It never mentioned here's what our research found. Just it's
So
going
he's
to people
referring
of
to
color.
everybody
Here's
but
one
black
person who
people.
got it, who's offended and made a TikTok post about it. So let's interview her, and then let's interview this guy who's I guess a pastor. And he says some people in his congregation got it, but who else got it? Right? That's the data I want to know. Now,
Do
Because
you?
the only
I said,
people in his
excuse me,
congregation
fucking
are
because I
black
got
people,
upset.
right,
Who
Phil?
The other thing
fucking
about this story,
cares?
gotta be professional. This is a
Block
politics
the
show. I can't
message
say
and
the
get on with your
The
life.
other
Isn't this
thing-
his political stream?
All
What the
right,
fuck does this have to
is-
do with politics?
This message itself is
Uh,
admitted in
it
this
was
news
sent to
story.
people
It's
after the
outright
election.
admitted there's nothing illegal about this message. Now, you could say this message is very offensive.
I got
It's
Papa John's
insincere,
pizza after
it's
the
not
election.
insincere, it's inconsiderate.
Does that mean it has
It's
to do with
actually targeting a
politics?
group that's trying to be
Obviously, and you need to
insulting.
make your own show on Kick to
Absolutely,
talk about it.
all of that stuff that is true, but it's not illegal. So why is the FBI investigating this? The
Wait a minute, is
Federal
this
Bureau
not
of
a retarded
Investigation
take?
is investigating a mean text message. Ladies and gentlemen,
Look at it.
I don't know if you know who I am. Allow me to explain.
Oh,
My
God.
name is Darkside Phil. I've been a content creator for 16 years.
Oh my god, how many
I
times
have
are you going to
arguably
say that?
received more
He wants to pretend like he's reaching an
harassment
entirely new audience on
of
Kick.
this nature, and
He's up to
far
542
worse
viewers,
in
by the way.
16 years that I've been
Woo-hoo.
a content creator than probably almost every person on Earth. There's probably maybe another 50 people who got it worse than me because they're like, you know, horrible, awful murderers and crime committers and shit. But
Way
I
to
had
compare
it pretty
yourself to that.
fucking bad. All right.
So only 50
If
people
the
on Earth are
FBI
worse than you? I
investigated
can
every time that
subscribe
I
to
got
that
a
theory.
mean tweet,
He is the worst
a
gaming
mean
streamer
text, an email,
alive.
a post. Shit, there's people who have entire businesses based around talking shit and insulting me and my family members.
Really?
The
Congratulations,
FBI would
Ludwig.
need an entire
I don't have a
fucking
business.
wing, a building full of agents personally investigating all the mean shit that's been sent to me or said to me or my family members, because that's how much there's been.
Probably should.
Is there a
Start
single
an LLC.
FBI agent who's ever investigated an insult towards me?
No, because none of
No.
it's illegal.
So why is the FBI investigating this particular text message? What is the trigger here?
Is he
It's
jealous that he's
against
not
the
black?
law. We don't even have any evidence that this has been sent specifically to people of color. Or at least the evidence
that wouldn't
hasn't
be
been presented
illegal
to us. I
either,
would like to
'cause-
see it. Like I said, if that
So
evidence
he
does
decided to be
exist,
like more
I would
on the
actually be like scared. Like, how the hell did they
conservative
get that
side on this
information? That
story.
they're targeting
I'm
certain
really
races? I don't even know
confused
that's
about the pig
possible.
roach right
How
now.
would you know the color of someone you're texting, right? But none of that's been presented. What we got in this news report is 2.5 minutes of fear mongering.
His takeaway
Yeah,
is it's not a
someone
big
out there
deal,
is
but you're
racist
reporting on
because
it,
the
you're talking
election
about
went
it, you're
one
giving it
way,
attention,
and now if
you're
a
making it
person of color,
news. But your
beware,
takeaway
because you
is
might
that
get
why is this
mean text.
news?
This is front page news. This is really,
He's calling
really
out
important.
fake news.
No, it's not. At all.
Shut up! Stop talking
All
about
right?
this as he talks
What
about
did we
it.
see in that report
Very
when
smart.
we were staring at that
Nothing.
screen?
Nothing of interest.
Let me find it now, because now I have to find that point that we were looking at earlier.
Oh my god.
Good job,
Of
dude.
course, now I can't find it.
Of
right?
course not.
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
like
okay,
at
here it
least
is.
2 hours long.
Go back. What do you see on each of
Greetings,
these
you open and
screens?
selected to pick
Look,
cutting.
so look, basically these are different
Why?
variations.
They're
Here's some
spelled different.
ones. You've been selected. Look, this one doesn't even spell it correctly. Cutting? What the fuck is cutting?
Yeah, how embarrassing it would be to have like
Right?
misspellings
And basically what it is,
on
if you
something
can see, they
that you're
basically
putting on the
change the
internet.
words around a little bit with variations, okay? But what does this say right here? Right here. This sender is not in your contact list. Report junk. Do you know what this is? That's exactly what this is. This is junk. This is a junk
That
text
is exactly
message.
what this is.
a
This
troll.
is junk.
Literally, this
we're
is a
watching
troll.
junk.
Now, I would
Where's
say
the
internet
report junk
troll,
button?
except this is text messaging, so it's slightly different. I guess you could argue it's a messaging troll. This is someone.
I'm
who is
surprised they
trying
didn't
to
like
get
copy and
attention.
paste it. So someone is
And
like
ladies and
typing all
gentlemen,
these out individually,
In
one by
5
one.
News and every other news
They're
outlet
not
that's
even
covering
using
this
like
story
Chat GPT or
has
anything. That's so
just
sad. Low
fed
effort.
the trolls the most ultimately huge, delicious, multi-course meal that they've ever eaten in their entire lives.
Yep, and you're assisting
they have
them.
a whole fucking real news story about their text.
And you're giving
Their
it more
stupid
coverage.
They had a
They
2-minute
got
news story about
exactly
this.
what
What
they
an
wanted.
idiot. Let's
This
talk
is
about it for half an
exactly
hour.
What the troll did it for. Hey, maybe if I message some people this insulting thing about slavery, someone will
first
think
story
it's
is
about
black
their skin
people
color,
overreacting to
someone will complain
racism.
to the news, and I'll have a whole news report about me. And now they do. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in the year 2024.
It's current year.
There are grown adults who don't know how to handle trolling yet.
Oh my
This is
god!
very-
This guy, this is the hottest
I'm
take
sorry,
ever
listen,
from
here's what I will
DSP.
apologize.
Right?
She doesn't deserve
One of
to
his
be
goals
harassed
for
at all,
getting his
nor does she
stupid
deserve
goal
to be
was to
harassed
go
for
and
color
get
of her
donuts,
skin.
but someone tweeted like,
But you're
"Oh,
telling me
he'll
this woman
be
who's
in
a
for a
grown
surprise if he goes get those
has never
goes
been
and gets
trolled
those
before
donuts."
and doesn't
DSP
know
then
how to
changed his
handle it.
goal as a
She doesn't
result of that one
understand that
tweet because he
being
thought
on
someone
this
was going to
news
beat him up
story
or pee in his
gives the troll
donuts or
what they
something.
want, and now they're going to escalate. That's exactly what trolls do.
Mhm.
They escalate when you give them the
What kind
attention
of an
they're so
asshole
desperately
reacts to
craving.
trolls and
So
gives
it
them
might have just been
attention?
one person
Only
or
a
10 people or
total
100 people
loser
they would have sent to
dipshit.
it. Now they're going to send it to 100,000 because they know they're getting the impact they want. They're getting the attention they so crave. What you do with a troll is
No
very simple.
self-awareness.
All right. As soon as you get
This is
that
what we tune
message,
in
as soon as
for,
you
the
get
lack
that
of
email, as soon as you
self-awareness.
get that nasty message in your chat on stream, wherever it may be.
One of the biggest
you go
locals on
over
Earth
to
even
report
talked
the
about
junk.
it.
When you click on that, it actually gives you options. It says, do you just want to report it as junk? Do you want to block the sender? You could have all these, and you just get it out of there.
Where are our options to report this as junk and block the sender?
Number, from that address,
Surprised he's not biting his fingernails.
And you move on with your life. And
he's got them all in that jar that was talking about earlier.
If you ignore it, what happens is it goes away because this person realizes
well,
I'm wasting my time.
DSP's doing a really good job of ignoring it.
Out of this bad act, the action was not rewarded. Let me move on and do something else. They literally did exactly the wrong thing, and I wouldn't be shocked if this becomes a big thing now where everyone keeps getting these kind of messages. And did you hear what she actually said at the very tail end of the story? She said, oh, we're also getting reports.
All right.
People of other ethnicities are also receiving, insulting, harmful text messages. Of course they are.
God.
Because you keep reporting on it.
Yeah,
the more you
stupid
keep saying,
fucks, quit talking and reporting about it.
The more they will continue.
Let's keep talking about this.
The premiere episode number 1 of DSPolitics is giving trolls attention. It is kind of fitting, actually.
That you don't know what this is. This baffles
While
me.
commenting about how stupid people are for giving trolls attention.
It's very consummate DSP is giving trolls attention.
The FBI
is this breaking the fourth wall, or is this being trapped by the fourth wall? I can't quite figure it out.
That's what they're focused on. Anonymous, mean texts.
Shout out Snoot and his incoming sub bomb. Someone said in his chat
that the FBI, all right, is getting paid.
Phil, what is your opinion on the N-word?
So all my tax money.
Should we be allowed to say the N-word, Phil?
And it goes to fund the FBI. This is what they're investigating. They're not stopping criminals. They're not stopping
That'd be great if you
dealers.
just drop the N-bomb. What a bunch of stupid N! And just fuck over all the restreamers.
I will sleep soundly tonight, sending in my
that would be level 99 intelligence
to the feds, so that they can stop the mean text. Man, let me tell you, amazing. I mean, slap bang job from the FBI there.
Slap bang job, a common idiom.
He knows about slapping and banging something.
I mean, this is fucking stupid shit.
Okay, Phil. At this point, you're just
like stupid shit.
At this point, you're just drawing it out because you have nothing else to say about the issue. Can we move on, please?
He realizes he's only got 4 clips pulled up and he has an entire hour and a half to fill.
A few contributions during that story. That was just the warm up. That was the appetizer story, my friends. We're gonna get to the meat.
You have no friends.
Very shortly. I did receive a gifted sub during that segment.
Can you imagine how sad it would be to be his friend?
And I apologize.
You're not allowed to disagree or anything.
I think what I'm going to have to do, because I'm going to have
your
to
work
get used
is
to
slave
this,
labor, basically picking digital cotton.
I think what I should do is I should open up.
So the van's going to pick you up, and you're going to come here and film like Project 7 for free for hours.
So I guess Darkside Pimp has decided to gift a sub like every 10 minutes.
Let me do that right now because I want to go and see all the contributions coming in, and I want to be able to.
Over 90% of the contributions by one person. Very typical.
How many viewers do we have on this show?
I thought you couldn't look at that.
Thanks to
now we
here.
can.
I was not expecting this many viewers tonight.
He literally
Thank you
said,
to everyone here. I hope you're enjoying the show. I really do.
Very trustworthy guy.
So it was actually, it was Toasty Chestnuts who gifted a sub. And then right now, Darkside Pimp just gifted a sub.
Woo.
So thank you to both of you for gifting those subs. I appreciate that.
The next story I have down the pipe.
Thank you for supporting.
You got Cat Brunel at the door just banging on it. Where are the subs that have been gifted? I'm hungry.
Are there meatballs on them?
To see fit. We have a few tips to shout out, and then we're going to get to arguably our biggest story of the night. We're going to talk about the election. I know that's what a lot of people want. It's DSPolitics. You want me to talk about the election? That's what we're going to do.
No shit, stupid fuck.
Is there? I'm being told there's a politics category on Kick. Is that true? Can one of the moderators change the stream category over to politics then? Because I wasn't aware that that was actually a category.
Can someone do it for me?
That would be probably more appropriate for what we're doing tonight.
I don't think the moderators have that power.
They should.
So Mr. Puppy Nipples just did a $2.25.
Mr. Puppy Nipples,
FBI
of course.
is investigating it because it's a hate crime. They literally said in the story no crime was committed. Wrong.
Well,
completely false. There is no crime in that text.
I mean,
whatsoever.
Hate crime legislation is like
it's definitely insulting.
It's a very nebulous definition.
Targeted at a certain group.
I hate DSP.
Nothing in that was
the
illegal
FBI
whatsoever.
investigate
they
me?
Said it right in the story.
I have nipples, Greg.
So the FBI should not be investigating it. I received a $1.25 tip from someone saying, I made the story about me. No, I connected it to my own personal experience. You're an idiot.
Of course. I mean, he did make it about himself.
You are.
Literally. That's what he's going to do with every one of these stories. He's going to make it about himself.
Yeah, because totally that had to do with my race, correct? Everything that I just said had to do with my race. It had nothing to do with common sense.
Well, you are white.
Or
you're
coming
You're
from
telling
someone
black
who's
people that they
been
shouldn't
through
care about
insane amounts
racism
of
being
harassment, just
used
like
against
that, only
them.
far worse. It's about me being white, right?
This
So
is
if
what
I were
happens if
black,
you
it would've
disagree
been
with anything
different,
he
correct?
says,
That's
by the
what
way.
you're
He just
saying?
berates
So who's
you
the
and
racist
insults
then?
you.
Because if I say it and I'm white, it's one thing, but if I was black and I said it would be something else, that means that
I mean,
you're
you would
racist.
have authority,
So congratulations
so-
on proving your racism here tonight on DSPolitics.
I'm not the racist you are. Very cool.
This is what you get when you let Jews in space.
Okay.
I'm so funny.
I don't know what you guys thought the show was going to be like so far. That was the appetizer. That was the
A
warm up.
pissy, ignorant bitch.
The main event.
Yeah, I
Okay,
guess.
we're not going
Alright.
to comment on the fact that the country's white. You
go.
can leave if you don't
Okay.
like it, because that would
You
be
changed it to
racist,
politics.
and we
Thank
would
you for
never
changing
say that.
the
We
topic of
wouldn't
the
do
stream to
that.
politics.
That's
I
nothing that
appreciate
we
that.
would do here.
Very nice. Okay. So,
Alfred is also racist. Well, he's Jewish, so he's allowed to be.
will that be clipped on YouTube or all one vid? What I likely will do, because that's, I mean, each segment, I'm not going to be doing ginormous clips.
You
I
see
could
where
do
I
that
get it
with
from,
a 20-minute
Deloria.
segment, or I could just take highlights of that, like do like a little here, a little here, a little here. We'll see. I got to figure out what I want to do. I'm also not going to do it all tonight. I will probably clip it over the course of the week and have those clips go on DSP Reacts over the course of the week. Thank you to Obamna. Just sub to the channel. Thank you for the sub, Obamna. I appreciate that very much. Awesome. Thank you for the support there.
Jimmy and Billy Lee are about to kick your ass.
Okay.
Anyways,
You can add a maturity flag. That's totally fine. Go ahead and add a maturity flag to the stream. I'm okay with that. Go for it. Okay. Folks, are we ready? We're going to get into the next topic, which is going to be the big one for the night for sure. So I hope that you guys are ready. Here we go.
No,
Let's
please stop. The content
continue
is coming too
DS
fast.
Politics tonight.
really? He's gonna do this between every single segment? That's so stupid. God.
God damn it.
God damn it! God damn it! God damn it! God damn it, Charlie!
So,
Really?
ladies and gentlemen, last week, just a little over a week ago, was the presidential election.
This is
here
just
in the
one
United
step
States of
up from
America for
Hello
2024.
YouTube.
Donald Trump
Really?
against Kamala Harris. Former president versus the current
Let's get
vice
right
president.
into the news.
And it was a heated race for sure. It was a fast
Was it?
race because, as you know, it was supposed to be current president and sitting president Joe Biden against Donald Trump. But for some reason, the Democrats decided so late in the game, they wanted to swap candidates over and have Kamala.
Yeah, why did they
be their
do that?
candidate
Nobody
for
knows.
president.
Imagine
Now, we
spending
can sit here
$2
and
million
argue all day
in
about
like
what happened there,
100
but I think we all know,
days.
and it's old.
Jesus,
anyway,
that's
correct?
tough.
But one of the things,
Imagine paying
that
$500,000 to the
Democrats
Call Me
have been
Daddy
really
podcast.
racking their brains
You know what's
out
funny?
in the last week.
She didn't actually go to the Call Me Daddy set. They recreated the set somewhere else, so she didn't have to fly to the actual set. That's
Well, of
the
course.
fucking
You got to get your
Fast and Furious shit right
$500,000
there.
worth right there.
That's so crazy.
And she paid Oprah $1 million not to endorse her. that was great.
Is why did the Democrats
Imagine being paid that much money, you get up on stage and you just read off your phone. Like that's kind of based, actually. I don't know.
lose
Unpause.
this election? Because it seemed like all the momentum.
Oh, he
was
gave me $1 million.
behind the
I'll go up on this
Democratic
podium
Party.
and read
In
a
fact, if you were to watch mainstream
prepared statement
media,
off my
if you were to watch
phone. Like,
television,
Jesus,
news
how
shows
little
and
do you
reports,
care?
They were all reporting the week of the election that Kamala was leading all of these polls. Of
No,
what states
Phil,
that she was gonna
nobody
take,
reported
including
that.
Most of the swing
Literally,
states.
the
Supposedly.
Yeah, there was that
Real Clear
one.
Politics average had Trump leading every single fucking swing state, you dumbass.
Well, there was that one Iowa poll that had Kamala up by like what 20 points. It was just
she
to be
was
an
only up
outlier.
by 7 points, okay? And then she only lost by 12. So there was only a 19-point swing there. That's pretty close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
We're supposed to have, a Kamala
You know.
focused attack or approach for their voting. So what happened? It just doesn't seem to make any logical sense, does it? If all the news said that she was going to win, if all the polls
Yeah, that
said
never
she was
happened
gonna win,
before.
None
how
of
is
it did
she
that.
lost? And in addition to that,
The polls were never
how is
wrong
it
before,
that
especially not in
President
the last
elect
time he ran for
Trump
president.
not only won this election via the electoral college, which is the process we have to select our president in this country,
Yeah, but he won the
but
popular
how
vote
did he
too.
also win the popular vote? For those who don't know, it's two different kinds of voting. The popular vote is just
It's the
popular
same
vote.
voting.
the
you
popular
stupid
vote doesn't
fuck.
matter,
And tallied up,
actually.
while the electoral
Okay.
college is something a little different. Well, he won both.
It was a little
Okay?
different.
How is-
Imagine being a
mind-blowing.
non-American
How did
and
he
trying to
win
learn how
both?
our elections work from
If
this guy.
everything was telling us that the Harris campaign was in the lead, right? So what we're going to do tonight...
Nothing was
we're
telling
going to
you
go
the
through
Harris
some
campaign was in the
selected
lead.
videos
Literally
that I've
nothing.
gotten, and I think that you're going to enjoy this one, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to Kamala Harris's YouTube page.
Really?
This is where, for the last
This is your
4.5
research?
months, she launched her political campaign.
Are we going to talk about
She put
Tampon
out
Tim at all?
videos
Or
that
of
were
course not.
highlights
We're
of
not
the
going to
things
get
she
that
wanted
deep.
people to
Hey,
know about.
Tim, why do you have a
Basically, this
string
is
hanging out
how
your butt?
to sit at.
Well, there's
and
an
say,
interesting
"Wait a minute,
story about
so where
that.
was her campaign? How did it start? Where did it go? How did it end? And what exactly was she trying to get at? All right. So the first thing we
Wow.
should do. I
She
mean, just
still has
a
her
little
pronouns
observation
in
here.
her YouTube bio.
She put out 785 videos. Now, not all of those were put out in the last 4 months. However, a lot of them were. And
She's a mamala with no kids.
864,000 subscribers. I'd
On-
be willing to bet she probably didn't have that many until she became the president.
As barren as Pete
You would
Buttigieg.
think that someone that's running for president might have more, but it is what it is. Again, it was a big rush job. Remember, originally she wasn't running for president. It was Biden, and then they swapped over. So maybe you can kind of justify
What?
some of this stuff.
Hmm.
When
right?
did that
So
happen?
the first thing I want to do tonight, I want to actually watch her original video. Kamala
What?
Harris launched
Really?
her campaign for president.
Are you kidding
about
me?
3 months ago. So this was basically her very first video saying, "I'm
Oh,
running
no.
for
Prisoners in
president."
Gitmo are
Let's
treated
see
better than
what
this
she had to
movement. Why
say
did you bring
in her
me on to
announcement
watch
video.
this?
I didn't know it would be this bad.
The question. What kind of country do
And I can pause with spacebar on YouTube. I wanted to test that. Okay.
Cool.
to live in?
Oh my God, what a breakthrough.
There are some people who think we should be a country of chaos, of fear, of
Yes,
hate.
I want our
But
country to be a
us,
country of
we
chaos and
choose
fear.
Something different.
I'm a chaos marine.
We choose freedom.
Freedom to not get a single primary vote. Freedom to
Hey,
refuse
guess
to
what? I'm on
answer
kick.
any
I don't have to worry about
questions.
getting any problems with this song.
Uh-oh.
Good shit.
Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have to worry about anything either other than it being copyright claimed, but why the
Not
fuck
just
would I
to
care about
find,
ad
but get
revenue
ahead.
on a
The
stream?
freedom to be safe from gun violence. The freedom to make decisions about your own body. We choose a
Yeah, like
future
being
where
able to
your child
transition to a
lives in
woman when
poverty,
you're in federal
where we
prison as an
all
illegal
afford
alien.
healthcare, where no one is above the law.
Well,
Except for Joe Biden, Hunter
To
Biden.
fight for it, because when we fight, we win. So join us.
I guess you
Go to
didn't fight.
KamalaHarris.com
She should have
and
done
let's
that.
get
She
to
should
work.
have fought. That would have been a good idea.
challenge Trump to a boxing match.
That's it.
She would have had a better chance than Jake Paul is going to have
That's
against
her
Mike
first
Tyson.
message to the American populace that she's running for president. Donald Trump wants a country full of chaos, disorder,
I've gathered the chaos
basically
emeralds.
Chaos
everything going to hell in a
control.
handbasket. What we want is a country of freedom. Now, she did actually hit upon some things. For example, she mentioned safety from guns. She mentioned
What would
reproductive rights of
your
women.
plan
she
be?
We
hit
need
some topics.
freedom
This is her
to
announcement.
take away all
And
your
literally the
guns
first thing she
and make sure that you
presents
can't
is,
defend yourself.
Well, we're anti-Trump. That's the first thing, right? Then she kind
Well,
of
that
later
is-
on
it's-
goes
You
into
kind of
some
want to
topics
do
that
that when you're running against the other
actually
person.
specifically identify with and care more about. But first thing out of her mouth, Trump is the enemy.
Well,
Country
actually,
of
the
chaos.
first thing out of
No
her
one's
mouth
above
was
the law.
Willie Brown's dick. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay,
Can I say
so
that
was
on
her
YouTube?
very
I
first
didn't.
message to the
I
American
retract
public.
my statements.
Let's take a look at some highlights of some of the things that she talked about over the course.
I like
of
the
her
AP
campaign.
note of anything
Here's
involving
a
the
big
election.
one. Ready?
By the way, Trump
Enemy
won. I
Within,
mean, like,
only a 30-second
okay.
clip. Let's see what this is about.
Donald Trump more dangerous, more erratic than ever before.
Going fascist.
The worst people are the enemies from within. The enemy from within are more dangerous than Russia.
We have some very bad
It's true.
people. It should be very
You
easy
can go to
know
war
that.
against your enemies abroad, but you
I
can't
do
when
remember the
they're
day
coming
that
from
he
your
suggested
own
that we shoot people on the streets.
people. It's their
Reminds
own
me of like
media.
aliens, right? The
Kill
enemy
no
is
one.
bursting out from inside your abdomen.
Unchecked power, no guardrails.
Yes, unchecked power, no guardrails. Let's go!
I swear to God, that's real. That is, I'm just going to
It's
show you.
me,
That is
Trumpio!
straight from
Well,
her
you
YouTube
swore to
page.
God you didn't
That
play
is not
WWE
doctored, that
champion,
was not
so
made
let's
up.
try and leave God out
They
of
made
this.
a 30-second
He hates you enough
fear-mongering
already.
video saying that if Donald Trump gets elected president again, there will be no checks on his power whatsoever. He'll be able to do whatever he wants with
Yes!
no consequences.
Let's do it!
And basically,
Let's
you're going
go!
to ruin the entire world.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good to me.
So, I mean, again, she's running for president. Is she? Or is she running to say, stop Trump? Is this, I want to be the president, and here's what I'm going to do as your president? Or is this, here's what we need to do to stop Trump? I think we're starting to see a running pattern, correct?
No.
This is a pattern now. This is not, oh, it just kind of happened a couple times. Her introductory video had it. Here's a video of 30 seconds of awful fear-mongering about Donald Trump. Did she mention anything in this video about what she's going to do as president to help the people? For those who don't know, I don't know how it works in other countries. In the United States of America, when you become a politician and elected official,
I don't know how anything works in your own
what's called
country.
a public servant. If you don't know what that
Reminder,
means,
this guy didn't even
job
vote.
Is to serve the American people. They elect you,
Thank
and then
God,
you do
right?
work to make their lives better or to protect them or whatever it may be. Where in this video did she talk about that? Okay, typically,
I mean, she said she wanted to take your
elections
guns
are about
away.
issues. It's about, hey, this is what I'm going to do as president. This is what they want to do as president. Here's why my stance is better. This was literally, Donald Trump is the devil, and if he gets elected again, everything is over. It's 100% manufactured fear-mongering. You're trying to get people scared to vote for Kamala, even though you don't even know what her stances are. You can't get
She
Trump
told
in
you.
there.
It's
We've got to vote
exactly
against
what
him.
her predecessor
Okay.
was.
This is
doing.
like
Let's
watching
continue.
a freaking basketball game, then
So
once
now
it's
we're gonna
over,
have
being
two
like,
different videos
"Huh,
that are
obviously
actually
the
directly
Lakers
related."
were always
This
going to
was
win."
actually
Yeah.
One of the major.
I like this. Why do we have a yandere video in the
during her
recommends?
candidacy for the American presidency, and we're going to watch them back to back because I think they're both very pertinent. And then I actually have some corroborating evidence and documentation to
Locales
follow up
associated with
when we talk about
locales, I
the
guess.
topic. Before we do, I got a couple of tips that just came in.
Cool.
I just received a $3 tip
Woo.
from Lady Charisma. Seems like
Gotta
voters
hit
don't
that round
educate
number. We gotta get
themselves.
it to
Google
180
searches for terms
because
like, did Biden drop out?
that
And
is
who is
0 at the
Kamala
end. We have
went
fucking
up in the
panic
final week.
attacks.
And now searches for can I change my vote have gone up. Seems like folks blindly voted or didn't even look into things enough. That's actually true. That's pretty funny. They
That's
searched
every
Google search
election
history,
cycle.
and like an insane amount of people were voting for did Biden drop out on election day. You didn't know? Where the fuck were you for the last?
You
4
didn't
months?
know,
Under a fucking
you
rock, like,
freaking
holy
prick.
shit. And what a day
You're
to be
doing it a
asking that
week
question.
after the election that you're like,
On the day you're
oh,
supposed
look
to
at
be
how
voting,
the
now
election's
you're gonna
going.
ask the question.
More gifted subs from the same
I
cock.
also just received a $5 tip.
Of course. It's literally just one person propping up
Well,
this
someone
entire
sent me a video
fucking
link, guys. I
dumpster
can't
fire.
accept video links via
Oh,
tips
no.
particularly too.
Nobody's
That's not
gonna
even connected,
convince
like,
me
the
that's not
laptop internet.
DSP tipping
And I'm not gonna
himself.
watch it 'cause it's probably a troll video. Thank you for the $5 tip, whoever that was, but I'm not going to watch that. I'm just going off of, what was listed here on YouTube. And then I received a $2 tip. This guy is countering. He says Trump's entire platform is that Kamala is a border czar, and then he continues on.
I mean,
I
she
understand what
was.
you're saying. That's not the topic. The topic is how did the Democrats lose? The topic is not how did Donald Trump win? How did Donald Trump win is actually a different question. Legit, it's a different
It's
question.
the same
But
question.
Let's analyze this.
That's like
from
saying,
the Democratic
how
angle,
did the Cowboys
because we're
win the game?
trying to see,
No,
hey,
no,
I
no.
was
The
one
question
who
is,
votes
how
Democrat.
did the Steelers
And I wonder
lose
if
the
she
game?
stands
It's
for,
unrelated.
this is
That's
what she was
next
using to win
week.
people
You're
over.
calling it for
Let's
the wrong
continue,
show.
Okay. And by the way, Darkside Pimp just gifted a whopping 10 subs to the channel. Thank you, Darkside Pimp, for 10 gifted subs.
What a cuck.
That is
What
absolutely
an
amazing.
absolute
Now you're up to
loser.
what? 30. I think you're at 32 tonight.
Who dumps
I think
that
you're
much money
32
into
tonight.
a fucking
That's
e-beggar
another
unless
50 bucks of
they're
support here tonight. Thank you so very much,
unless they're
Darkside
disowned
Pimp.
by their friends
So
and
amazing.
family
Thank
for
you,
something
thank you.
unspeakable. And
All
it's left to your curiosity what that unspeakable thing could have been.
Take
All right,
a
here we
sip,
go.
you sleazy
Let's
asshole.
continue. So this is
That's
the
funny, a
next
Batman
topic
VR ad played on my stream.
that Kamala really focused on
Hiccups.
during her campaign. There's 2 videos here.
I would rather buy
Let's go ahead and
an
watch them
Oculus
both.
and a
Here's the
PS5,
first.
that's for sure.
I've never slept a full night my
Why in the holy hell is that video so loud? Hold on a second.
He's got
That is
nice
really
legs.
loud. Let's try that again.
entire life. I was 5 years old when my stepfather abused me for the first time.
Oh,
I felt
okay.
like I was
What?
alone on a planet with
That
a
means you're more
monster.
likely to sexually abuse others.
Awful.
I was 12 when he impregnated me.
Well,
I just remember thinking,
What kind of
I
ad
had
is
to get
this?
out of my skin.
The writers,
I
barely-
read the link
I
comment.
didn't know what to do.
the writers barely
I was a
concealed
child.
fetish, I guess.
I didn't know what it meant to be pregnant at all.
nor should she need to know. It's insanely disgusting.
Hold on, how bad is
But
public
I had
education if at 12 years old you don't even know what pregnancy is?
I think your mom failed you.
Girls and women all over
No,
the
no, her
country
mom
have
did a great
lost
job.
the
Her,
right to
her
choose,
dad was impregnating her at 12.
even for rape or incest. Donald Trump did this.
No, he said over and over again he'll make exceptions for.
Yes,
in the case
Daniel,
of,
obviously you're missing the dog whistle.
This heartfelt song at the end.
Just because he
Okay,
says
so
that he
before we get to the
supports
next
those
video,
things
which is
means
directly
exactly
tied
the
into this,
opposite.
Donald
What
Trump
don't
did
you
not take
understand about that?
away your freedom. Donald Trump didn't do that. That was the U.S. Supreme Court. Now, you can argue that Donald Trump, during his presidency, got some
Appointed
people
Supreme Court
into the U.S.
justices.
Supreme Court, and now that they're sitting in those seats, they voted a certain way to overturn.
So somebody has watched the Keno Casino make a bunch of money off of being pro-Trump and decided that he was going to pretend to always be...
Keep in mind, he didn't say any of this before the election was
all
over.
misinformation. Literally, it's complete. Like, her story up to the point
If he
where
cared
she
so
started
much about the
talking
outcome of the
publicly
election,
was
he would have made this
awful.
clear to
And
his
I felt
audience
for this
before
woman
it
how
was
awful,
decided.
12 years old to be abused by her stepfather.
Like I
and then have to go
did.
through a pregnancy,
In an
and of
alternate
course she had
timeline where
options,
Kamala
and,
won, he would be
it's
doing
really
a stream
messed
of,
up, her story.
this is how
No
Trump
child
lost the
should
election,
have to go
okay?
through
Not how
But the
Kamala won.
moment
That's
she
a
opened her
different
mouth and started
stream.
saying, well,
Trump clearly
now
took
Donald
all your
Trump,
your
passed Roe v.
rights
Wade,
away.
and Donald Trump took away. No, Donald Trump did none of that. That's all completely false.
Yeah.
So
Of course,
this
he's
video
not
is
going to talk
actual
about the
complete
flaws in Roe
misinformation. I don't even know
Roe
why
versus
it's allowed
Wade
on
and
YouTube,
how
but,
it
you know,
was
YouTube
judged on
selected
a matter of
policy.
privacy.
Or
This
how
should
there's
not
been
be on
more
YouTube in any way,
abortions
shape, or
since
form.
it
It's
was
not right.
overturned
It's
than
actually
the
a
year
complete
that it was
lie.
overturned.
Okay, let's continue on to the next one that's tied directly into this one. This one's really sad. All right, I saw this one. This one actually made me tear up a bit because it's such a sad story.
Oh my god.
Okay.
He teared up a bit, guys. You ready for this?
Andrea and her husband prayed for a baby. In 2022, she was finally pregnant.
Now
For
I
the
can
record,
finally
it was the
abort
middle of
my baby.
2022 when
Yay!
Roe v. Wade was overturned, and now the right to an abortion, getting an abortion, was turned over to the individual states of the United States, meaning every one of the states now decides for themselves whether or not abortion is legal or not, and what the rules are governing that. Whether
I'm more
some
interested in how
abortions, in
millions
some
of
cases,
spam
you can
cans
have
are
no
made in a
abortions at all,
factory.
or everyone can have an abortion. It's every state's different. Okay, so now the states decide. So that's what they're referencing. She got pregnant in 2022 when Roe v. Wade was overturned. Okay, so let's continue.
Her blanket.
This one's also really loud. I don't know why some of these are much louder than others. At
The
16,
king of
she
audio
suffered a
quality.
miscarriage.
First of all, I'm the one that got rid of Roe v. Wade.
Do you believe in...
Okay, I actually
Wait a
find
minute,
that
hold
clip
on.
funny, and here's why. Because that's Donald Trump being.
So
an
she's
idiot,
mourning
literally
her
talking out
baby
of
by
his ass.
sniffing the
Literally
blanket.
talking out of his
Donald
ass.
Trump,
And she
you did not get
wishes
rid
that
of
she
Roe
had
v.
been
Wade.
able to
He
have
did get rid of
abortion
Roe
birthday.
v. Wade.
You
He
did not
appointed
do
the
that, but
justices
you
who got
know
rid
how
of it.
He is blusterous. He's a.
We
big
gotta
talker,
fight
and
against
he
both
wants to take
sides,
credit
right? So
for
he
every
can
possible
maintain the
thing.
idea that he's
So
a
for him,
centrist.
oh, I got rid of Roe v. Wade. No,
He
you
did.
didn't. Yes, maybe you wanted to get rid of it.
Yes.
Maybe you wanted.
Yes.
It to go
He
back
said
to
it was
the
a great
states. It's
thing.
not a federal mandate
He was
anymore
elected
that
to
abortion
do
is
that.
legal.
He was
But you
elected
didn't
to do
that.
exactly
And you know
that.
what?
So, but the thing
Because
is, and this is what I
80%
think
of
is sad with
abortions are
Donald
black
Trump
children,
realizes the
he
things
wanted to
says
save
that
their
are
lives.
No, no, no,
being
no.
What a
exaggerated.
racist.
They're used as ammo
We've
against
got to
him.
stop killing
He
all
doesn't
these
like-
black babies.
Hold
I
on.
think
Now
I
you need to all
him
pick
back
cotton.
because of
Walk
that.
it back.
But they
Walk it
used
back.
against him
Hold
as
on. We
ammo,
can't even
and then
joke
look
about that
stupid
here.
later. Because no, you didn't do that. And now they're going to call you out.
I mean,
on
that's
that
what he
in the video.
campaigned
So you
on.
did what you
Promises
actually didn't, and it makes you look
made,
like a
promises
heinous villain
kept.
when you didn't actually do it.
Oh, God.
Anyway, let's continue. So anyway, because Donald Trump killed Roe v. Wade, Andrea was denied standard medical care to prevent infection and abortion.
That doesn't make any sense.
You can't
So they're
abort something
saying
that's
in
dead.
her case, she had a medical complication during her pregnancy. Okay? In order to prevent an infection because of what was going on, she needed to get an abortion. Well, I guess what they're about to say is in her state, when Roe v. Wade was overturned, they're not allowed to have one. So let's continue.
Punishment for abortion. There has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman.
Yeah, there has to be some form.
When you
I know this is
deliver
disturbing,
a
but
viable
you have to
baby
watch
and
it.
then kill the baby,
Women will be
yes.
happy.
Of course, we have to take it out of context.
Andrea developed a life-threatening septic infection.
Confident.
Now, they don't mention that this woman specifically took a abortion pill and that's what caused the problem.
Abortion.
A 6-hour surgery saved her life, but she'll live with permanent damage forever. That's awful.
It's all they talk about abortion.
This made you tear up?
You will no longer be abandoned.
I mean, it
It's
kind
been
of brought
2
a tear
years
to
and
my
she
eye
still
when I
hasn't
looked at her
fully
stomach.
recovered. I can't imagine, what her body's
that too
going
much?
through,
Is
what
that
she's
too
going
bad?
through. And it's not even just her body, it's her mind too. Her mind's probably
Ludwig
broken.
disavows.
Lonely or scared.
That's all you have to say. At least for
She may
Twitch.
never get pregnant again.
You will no longer have anxiety. You will be protected, and I will be your protector.
She lives with the daily reminder of what Trump did. Again, he didn't, but okay.
But why'd you tear up then? The ad's over. What made you tear up, you fucking
forward.
idiot?
Probably this.
Okay? So again, Trump.
She's
Trump,
whiter than Michael
Trump.
Jackson
We
in
watched
that
4
still
videos,
frame.
and every video was Trump. 4 in a row. Okay? Now, in regards
holy
to
shit,
what we just
come on.
watched, I want you to understand that actually those women's stories are not lies. This is factually true stuff.
No,
Okay, if you
it's
do your
not.
research, which I did, okay? What we found is that with abortion bans going
He did
on
his research.
throughout this country,
He said,
there are women who are
abortion
definitely at increased
illegal.
risk in having these kind of problems. For example,
underneath the
abortion bans for
Captain
women's
Planet
care for those
villains
who are
and
experiencing a miscarriage
kick
or a
banned
stillbirth.
conservatives.
The medical interventions used to manage pregnancy losses are often the same medicines and procedures used in an abortion. So since they ban the abortion, they can't use the procedures to help the women anymore.
That's
Okay?
stupid.
Yeah, no,
While all state bans have
100% of
exceptions for
states
cases like
have
life
exceptions
endangerment of
for
the pregnant
the
person,
life of the mother.
They do not
Of
necessarily
course.
account for the wide range of circumstances people may face.
No,
when
we don't want you to have an
experiencing
abortion.
loss.
Die.
This has
That's
resulted
what they
in
all say.
Several cases of women experiencing
Damn it, Trump.
health-threatening situations with imminent fetal demise or an early stage of pregnancy loss, yet being unable to obtain medical treatment until their health declined to the point where their lives.
This is probably
were on
written by
the line.
AI, bro. Why are you
So
pulling
what
up
does
these
this mean?
fucking
It
articles?
means that before Roe v. Wade was overturned, if a woman was getting an infection like this lady was,
They
in
could
the
kill
story
their
we just
baby.
watched, she would go to the doctor, and the doctor would say, "This pregnancy is not going to work. You've got to get an abortion right now to stop this infection from getting
It was a
worse and putting you in
miscarriage.
life-threatening danger."
So
But now that Roe v. Wade has been overturned, she can't do that in certain states. Only in certain states. There are states that will allow it. She apparently lived in one that does not. So now she had
Such
to
as?
wait until the point where the infection became life-threatening. And then at that later stage, they did this surgery that was incredibly arduous. That was very, very bad for her body. She went through all this, and now she may not ever be able to have a kid again. She might have problems with her body for the rest of her life.
They
This is an
didn't-
absolutely awful story.
they didn't
Okay?
refuse to
I
treat the
feel for this
infection.
woman.
I thought
This
we
is
were
awful,
talking
and
about
the
the
fact that this
election.
would not
What
have
is
been
going
an
on with
issue
this stream?
before Roe v. Wade was
First
overturned?
cotton picking and then
That's a problem. That, in my opinion, this is
abortion.
my opinion. You can disagree. I think that this country, sadly, is too much all this way or all that way.
Oh my
right?
God.
If there's a situation where a
you should
woman
sit on the
is in
middle of the fence
life-threatening
post like
danger,
me where
they
it goes
should
straight up your
allow the medical procedures to go down to save the life, especially because obviously it sounded like the pregnancy was not going to go through anyway. So what's the point? Right?
It's a
But
miscarriage.
it seems like some of the states just said outright ban. No situation whatsoever where this can be done. And that's a problem, in my opinion. And you can disagree.
all,
You
all
really
the
can.
states
And
like
that's
in my
okay.
opinion,
But for me,
oh,
in my
shit,
opinion,
there-
we shouldn't
there are
just let her
none.
trying to
die.
be kind of like neutral and understand what's going on. I definitely believe that there should be some situations where something like an abortion is allowed for medical emergencies and things like this.
Yes,
Okay?
as in like
Now,
every state in the entire United
let
States.
me think about this for a second.
Oh my
okay?
God.
What have been the
Of
clips
course
that
he
we
doesn't know
watched so
anything.
far? Trump is the devil. If you're 12 years old and you get sexually abused by your stepdad, you should be able to have an abortion. And if you have a medical emergency where your pregnancy is going wrong, you
Cat is
also
pregnant
should be
with a
able to have an
burrito.
abortion. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to think about those situations.
I'm thinking
Does
that
sound
he literally
like
picked
the
out
vast majority of American
underage
voters?
sex and abortion as the two videos that he was
I'm
interested
just
in.
saying, it's horrible that these things happen. We should definitely feel for the
Coincidence?
people that they happen to. and we
Probably
should try to find
unrelated. I'm
solutions
looking
to
too much
prevent
into
these
this.
situations from happening. But those situations that we're talking about are outlier situations. Those are exceptions to the rule. Those are not things that are incredibly common.
Yes,
Okay?
they represent
What's
less than
sad is
1%
that
of
in
all
this study,
abortions.
Because I did read up on this.
And we
Sadly, women of color are way more increasingly at risk for these kind of pregnancy issues. And that's not fair. Just because you're a certain skin color shouldn't mean that now you
It
have
has
a higher
nothing to
risk
do
of
with the
losing
fact
your
that
getting sick or
you're
getting
more
an
likely to
infection.
be
That's really messed
fat.
up.
You're more likely to
be
abuse
diabetic,
drugs.
overweight, yeah.
None of those things have anything to do with it. It's definitely the melanin in your skin tone that's forcing you to have less than a 14% marriage rate. And oh, hold on, no, none of that. It's obviously just
it's
how much
all-
light your skin absorbs.
It's all socioeconomic factors, and it's not when it doesn't.
And racism, clearly
And I feel
racism.
for those women. But at the same time,
In Joe Biden's
it's
America.
an outlier. This is not something that affects every
Fuck you,
single
Joe
American.
Biden.
If you're running for president of the United States of America, you're a public servant that's meant to serve the Americans. So should you not have a campaign that's based on things affecting almost, if not every American? She looks like what she did.
Making an ad.
Specific situations. Specific
He thinks he has the winning message, you guys.
And said, well, these are the things that Trump doesn't want. Okay,
we're like,
you don't like
how
Trump.
far into the stream here?
No, I'm going to speed it up. I'm going to 1.25.
Help the common American.
And this motherfucker has yet to see a single fucking thing.
But they're not common. Maybe if you looked at the common person for a second and said, what did they really need? What did they really want? Maybe then you would have been more in
full
line
screen,
with what the
dude.
person in America wants, and then people would have said, hey, I'm in line with Kamala's way of
He's
thought.
finally talking
She's
like a
saying,
normal
this is
person at
dividing me,
25%
this is what I
speed
care
up.
about every single day.
He sounds like Ben Shapiro
Okay?
now,
We're going to continue on
except
because
dumber.
there's more here. All right, let's keep going. One other thing that Kamala liked to do, let me just refresh myself on these. Oh, this is good. Okay. Is Kamala reached out to as many celebrity buddies as she had, or as many celebrities as she
can
had.
afford.
And I mean that too. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty crazy to believe, but she had celebrities coming to her rallies, coming to her events, saying, hey, I sponsor Kamala, and then walking off the stage 5 seconds later. It happened with Beyonce, who everyone thought was going to do at least like a little mini concert and give people some kind of awesome entertainment. And she literally walks on stage, says hello, and walks off and got paid for it. Oprah Winfrey. It's now been discovered.
Actually, there's no evidence Beyonce was paid, but
from Kamala Harris's campaign. And when she's been questioned about it this week, she answered, "Oh, well, that's because I did a town hall for her."
There were people connected to the campaign who were saying that Beyonce was going to perform, and then she doesn't.
Do you not see the problem?
Well, they didn't say she would sing. They said she would perform.
Not to pay.
Well, how much does like a Beyonce ticket
cost?
cost? Like $2,000 or some crazy shit? And so you show up to a Kamala Harris rally being like, I'm just here for a Beyonce concert. She reads from her phone and then leaves. Of course, you feel like you're betrayed.
This is Will Ferrell for Kamala Harris just a few days before the election. Here we go.
I love it because Will Ferrell loves doing like parody movies.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like I did this for a Gundam video. When Will Ferrell was like, I think women should be in charge of everything. Yeah. And it came across as very disingenuous and very sarcastic. But, I mean, he's a comedian. Why do you want someone who treats everything as a joke? Like, come on. Okay.
Your vote will make the difference. That means you, Gary. Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm just one person. No. Shut the up, Gary. Last time, only a few thousand votes kept Trump out of office.
How rich do you have to be to fix your fucking jagged...
Personally responsible.
Holy shit.
Gary.
Fuck Gary, by the way.
Who
is this Gary asshole that ruined everything?
He's the clone who was in Vault 14 or whatever.
If you don't vote for Kamala Harris, we're all going to hold you personally responsible. Wait, what? That's a threat. That's not even like, oh, we want you to vote for the best candidate. He literally is threatening.
DSP thinks that, hey, if you don't quit begging for money, I'm going to stop giving you money. He calls that a threat. So you don't want to trust DSP when it comes to a threat. I'm more interested in watching, is iDub still funny?
Out there who doesn't vote for Kamala Harris, but because he's a comedian, funny and we all laugh. But it's not funny. This is a real life election. This is life.
It's almost like this stream is supposed to be entertaining, but it's not entertaining.
So you should be able, with a clear head, to be able to look at the candidates and vote for what you want. And if you want to vote for another candidate, you should be able to. Or if you don't want to vote at all, you should be able to abstain. That's all within your rights as an American. That's part of the whole process of our democratic election system, is that you vote for who you want. There's no repercussions for who you vote for. That's it. That's how it works. He's literally now saying, oh no, if you don't vote for Kamala Harris, you're personally responsible for the fact that Trump got voted in.
Well, only if your name is Gary, though.
DSP famously pointed at the camera and said, if you made a video about DSP, if you made a This Is How You Don't Play, you almost got me killed. So what right does he have to complain about that?
Well, he did get part of his ear shot off.
Yeah.
Well, it's a joke because it's Will Ferrell, right? It's supposed to be fun. It's not funny. It's actually despicable. And this is the kind of shit she had celebrities doing for her.
It's the only way he knows how to communicate is with comedy. You're talking about a comedian. You get what you pay for.
Will Ferrell, Gary forgot to fucking vote. Or he voted for Trump.
Boom! I wish I had like the Vine boom sound effect on my soundboard. So
that only affects a select fringe group of people, or it's I hate Donald Trump. That was
Can
her
we
entire
scroll down
campaign,
and see
you
how many
And we're not
views
done.
this
We got a
video
couple more to
actually
check out,
got,
and then we're
so
gonna kinda
we can
summarize,
actually
right?
measure
And
how
by
much
the way,
impact
just for
this
the
had
record,
on
since you don't seem
the
to get it,
election.
I'm not the only one who's saying this. Democrats are.
I mean,
And you're going to
it
see that at the
did
very end.
impact
Probably
Garrett.
one of your biggest idols came out this week with something very scathing that we're about to
God,
watch together.
speed
You're
up.
gonna like this, okay? So anyway, no, I didn't say any of that, but thanks for the tip. And let's see here.
Let's go 1.5.
Again, yeah,
Dude.
this person is tipping me and basically angry at me because they think I like Donald Trump.
Now he sounds
Can I
like
say something
Vivek
up front? I
Ramaswamy.
don't like Donald Trump at all. I think he's an awful leader and he's a pretty bad person. Okay? But that's not what we're addressing tonight. We're addressing
He calls Donald Trump a bad person and an awful leader, so keep that in mind. This is what you want in your political commentator, right?
Based on what?
how the Democrats lost the election. So there you go. Okay? All right, shall we continue?
I don't know, can you?
The next video.
Next tab.
All right, here's a good one too. This one is going to be very funny. We're going to watch it, and then we're going to read the comments. Okay, here we go.
Kamala Harris has spent decades fighting violent crime. As a border state prosecutor, she took on drug
Wait, I
cartels
thought she wasn't the
and
border
jailed gang
czar.
members for smuggling
Oh.
weapons and drugs across the border. As vice president,
You know,
backed
she
the toughest
actually
border
never
control
prosecuted a single crime as DA.
hired thousands more border agents and cracked down on
Zero.
fentanyl and human trafficking.
She literally had
Fixing the
all of
border is
her
tough.
subordinates
So
do
is
every
Kamala
single
Harris.
case.
Okay. So she didn't throw anyone in jail for
We're
smoking
gonna read the
weed.
comments, but the initial thing you have to say is, wait a minute. We have documented evidence. We have reporting.
Harry
that our borders
Walls.
are insecure. That we have people coming in from Mexico in record numbers. This is true. This is not a lie or even exaggeration. This is true right now. Our border is a mess to the south. It's just tons of people coming in illegally. Okay?
I
This is
believe that
documented.
her
Who was in
southern
charge of the
border is
government
a
in the last
mess.
4 years? Was it Donald Trump? It was her. She was in charge. She's the reason that we have the border issue. So if you reelect her, she'll fix it. But she had 4 years to fix it. She was in charge. How did it get this bad? If something's already bad under someone's watch, why would you then believe that if you give them a second chance, this time they'll take it seriously and fix the issue? You had 4 years. And you didn't
I
take
mean,
care
if
of
this
it.
guy's
So you're not
masturbating
gonna
on
take
his
care of it.
own
Doesn't matter what you say
stream,
in
why
this
would you
video
give him a
or
second
what-
chance,
you know,
believing
what
he's
your
going
track
to
record
fix
is?
the
Doesn't matter.
issue?
You didn't do it in your 4 years.
Yeah, usually vice presidents don't have any political authority, but when they're appointed into political positions by the president, they do at that point.
Office. And by the way, that was her job. As vice president, she was given the task of controlling the border and fixing it, and she didn't do it at all. So what is this video?
Well, she got to the root causes.
I don't even
It just
understand what we
turns
just
out the
watched.
root
It's
cause
literally
was
all
her and
lies.
Joe Biden.
Okay? Let's take a look at some comments.
And she
As
fixed
vice
it.
president, she was assigned to the border. She did nothing. She's not tough. She did back that bill, which Republicans helped to undo. But what was she doing all these years? Amazing they could cram so many lies into only 30 seconds.
We're reading
Oh my
YouTube
goodness. I mean, we can keep
comments
going. This is the
now.
funniest ad ever.
Don't
Why
read
do
the
something
YouTube
now?
comments
You're
under
already
your
the freaking
videos,
VP.
bro.
Exactly.
He has
if
them all
this
blocked.
ad was, I previously was tough on this, but now Trump's been in power, and so
She's
it's all
so
gone
small.
to hell.
Yeah, that's a
Elect
good
me and
point.
I'll
Like,
take care of it. You would have been like, makes sense.
it's like a
2007.
midget.
You were in power already. So
Well,
what are you
that
even
way she
talking
doesn't
about?
have
What are
to
you
get on her
complaining
knees
about?
when she.
All right.
Even the woman
Well,
in the
we're gonna
crowd is
continue on. We're
towering over
almost
her.
to the end of this, to the big finale. We've got a little bit more to go. Okay, cool. What I'm doing, guys, is I'm splitting the part because I only want to make hour-long videos. I don't want to have to skim through a 2-hour video to try to grab my highlights for the show.
Jeez,
so,
highlights.
that's why I'm
Yes,
splitting
we
it
have
for a
so
second.
many
Okay,
highlights.
He only wants to grab
what do you guys
very
think of the
small
show so
things.
far? Are you all enjoying the show? And are you having a good time? I think I missed another sub, so
Nah,
I want
man,
to
this
refresh
shit
here. I think I
sucks.
did miss one. I'm pretty sure I did. No, I got it. It was Darkside Pimp was the last 10, and that was about 20 minutes ago. So I did get the last. Okay, I got him. I did miss one. There was not a single one. I thought there was a single sub,
no.
but I'm not seeing
I
it.
thought I got money, but I didn't. No.
So yeah,
Oh,
so I
no.
can't shut it out if I don't see it. I don't know what happened there. I
Now,
swear
how am I
there was a
going to
sub there, but I don't see
pay
it.
all
You
the
guys are enjoying?
celebrities to endorse me?
People seem to be liking it. I got applause emotes in the chat. People seem to be enjoying themselves. Very good.
Yeah,
All right,
clap
can
for
you stop?
yourself,
Give
you
me just a
stupid
second to take a
loser.
leak.
What's
Then
the
I'll
point
be
of
back.
having a
I'm
pop
seriously gonna be
filter
back
when
in
you
like 2
clap
minutes.
right in front of the microphone? What?
Yeah.
He
He
gets up and leaves. Yay!
This is the greatest part of his stream.
And I don't care.
Look at this.
Woo!
Hell yeah.
Oh,
Now
so
it's
good.
finally gotten good. This is the kind of content I can get behind, Daniel. Oh my god.
My response to Moist Critical from More Nick Ocado. 10 very special episodes that traumatized 80s kids from my so-called Gen X life.
Porn ruined my life.
Porn ruined my life from Rob Boulder. Why does this come up in DSP's recommends? I wonder.
I can't imagine why he's having to watch porn when he has such a hot wife.
Nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares, nobody cares.
Why did he get up and leave again? Okay, we can go live.
That I stream in the morning, and then right before my second stream, I have a cup of coffee, and coffee makes me have to pee. So I was like, man, can I make it through tonight's show?
This is some gold star level content right here.
I couldn't help myself. Okay. All right.
All
so
right.
Are we ready to continue?
I don't know. Are you?
Everyone having a good time?
No.
So the way it's
No,
gonna work, we're
nobody's
gonna go
having a
for roughly
good
another
time.
hour. We're going to finish this story. We still have several more clips to watch.
No!
We have 4 or more clips to watch, and then I have like the big
We're
finale.
literally
Then we have
watching
one more topic to discuss
Kamala
tonight that I think
Harris
you guys will find
campaign
good.
videos
And then after that, we
after
can
she
actually put on
already
the show
lost the
some
election.
Q&A and just a little bit of open
Nobody
talk.
watched
And I
these
wanna
videos
explain
too,
this.
by the
Guess
way.
what,
Or she
ladies and
would have
gentlemen,
won the
you
election.
are going to be able to submit clips, stories, and topics and things for me to cover on the next show. This all begins actually tonight after the show ends.
I want to
You
know,
will be
chat,
able
has
to start submitting
anybody,
stuff for next week's show?
anybody
but you
out
have to
there,
be a member on
anyone,
DSP Reacts. I don't know what was that. I don't know what that was.
enjoying
Anyone hear that? I
his
didn't hear
content
that.
right now?
It's just like if you become a submissions member on DSP Reacts, you
Begging.
can submit stuff for next week's show. I wonder how that works.
It doesn't. It sounds awful.
What was that? There's like a ghost in here or something. By the way, thank you to Darkside Pimp, who just gives
The
me
same
Even the
person.
Canadian isn't being nice.
Thank you so very
The
much.
literal
Darkside
same
Pimp.
person. I hope you feel
10
proud
more
of yourself.
subs, another
Everyone just
50
thinks you're a
bucks.
fucking
Thank you so
degenerate
very, very, very
who
much.
has no
Thank you for all
friends,
for
who's
your
been,
support here tonight
been
on the
disowned by his own
inaugural
family.
episode
Or else you'd
of
be
the
giving your
Conversation.
family that money instead of a fucking gouty
I mean,
dipshit e-beggar.
To be fair, he's just
All right,
waiting for
let's
his
get back
parents
into
to
it.
die to get
Into
an
the second
inheritance.
half. Oh, and by the way, guys, please
Allegedly.
do remind me when the show ends to kick you guys over to Kino Casino. I think they'll enjoy a boost of several.
Yeah,
hundred
of course
views,
we
right?
watch chat.
Okay.
We care about
Let's
chat.
continue. Here we go.
We just don't beg chat because we're not freaking
Alrighty,
degenerates.
so continuing on with the topic
Q&A
of
with
why
Alfred?
the Democrats lost the
Sure,
2024
Deloria. How many
presidential
questions do
election.
you have?
So far, in a brief summary, we have watched the very first clip that Kamala Harris put out to launch her campaign, a fear-mongering video about Donald Trump that's basically all lies, a video about Donald Trump being a monster. You will be protected if you have issues with, a pregnancy. You'll still be able to have an abortion. If someone is, viciously, having sexual abuse of someone and they're underage, you'll still be able to get an abortion. All right. Then we had Will Ferrell threatening you, telling you absolutely must vote for Kamala Harris or he's going to personally blame you for what happens after. That's her campaign so far. Now, to be fair, there's many more videos, but this is just
To be honest, he actually does sound better than like the political commentary that James Carville was giving us, or almost anybody from CNN.
This is the kind of
James
stuff
Carville wrong about everything, but he'll be invited back to every news outlet 2 years later to ask his
security video,
fucking expertise.
So I might be trying to suck a watermelon through a straw, but all I know is absolutely nothing.
In the next 4 years that she serves as president instead of vice president, that anything will change. The track record speaks for itself, correct?
Oh, God, yeah. I'm
So here's
sorry.
her
Me and
actual
Ludwig are trying to make this entertaining,
video.
but there's like
All
only
right,
so
this was
much
the
we
one
can
She
do.
put out just a couple days before the election happened. Supposed to be her big, brighter future closing ad. This is the way that, the campaign is going to end. Okay? Here we go. Let's watch. If it's too loud, I'll lower it.
Come
It's
here,
too loud.
Hannah. Shake my hand. How you doing?
At least she's not like biting the girl's
Doing
finger.
better than you are.
That's what I'm doing, man. Okay, you have to stay in touch with me, okay? I'm very serious.
Please stay in touch with me because, don't ghost me after the
The best
BJ.
of America, and I've seen what is holding you back and weighing you down. High costs, fundamental rights taken away.
Blast,
and
I agree.
politics
This
that
is
have fear and
unwatchable,
division.
but yet we're stuck
You
watching it.
deserve better.
We're doing our best, man. I appreciate you staying in here
Leadership.
with us.
I'll take on price gouging and bring down the cost of groceries and housing and prescriptions.
Okay? How exactly?
She'll tell them, lower your
You were in charge
prices.
for
We'll
4
force you to lower your prices.
Daniel,
were
she's
in
clearly
charge for
going to
4
attack
years,
price
and everything
gauging.
went up.
Gouging.
So how are you now
Gauging.
going to miraculously
That's what
cure
she
this
said.
problem that you created in your 4 years in charge of the United States government?
Yeah, like, it's
Dang.
not really political
I'll fight for your
commentary. It's
freedom
more
to make
just
your
like,
own choices
watching videos and just nitpicking. It's just like YouTube video nitpicking, isn't it? It's like it's not really addressing any issues.
I mean, he's good at nitpicking. He gets his little nit and he picks at it.
Good people, hardworking people. We see in our fellow Americans.
Very inspiring.
Nobody watched these videos. This is the first time I've watched this shit. I'm politically active.
Music in the background, right?
Nobody watched this shit, bro. Come on. It's a Gundam videos get more views than this.
This is the saddest stream that I've ever watched in my life. Thank God that me and Ludwig have alcohol, because if we were sober, I don't think that we could get through this.
Several videos from her campaign saying that my opponent is essentially the devil. And if you get him elected, everything's going to end.
Where can we follow Alfred at? He's not.
The video said.
He hasn't watched these political streams.
No, I mean, you got the Get the Lotion radio for my songs, but that's about it.
Yeah, he has a YouTube channel.
No,
he just,
this is the end of you divided
he's
with those
the
videos
best,
too.
one of the best AI engineers in the world
at
at this point.
Trump and his rhetoric, because he absolutely.
I mean, I don't want to stroke my own dick like DSP, but I will.
He says things that aren't true or
after the stream, not on stream.
But she's no better. She did exactly the same thing.
We'll play for the outro. One of my favorite.
And protection.
Get the Lotion radio songs.
By the way,
24 karat Derek.
World War III is coming if Trump becomes president.
I do love 24 karat Derek.
It's literally the opposite of what you're saying in the same sentence. You're pulling like a Review Tech USA where you say one thing and then you just completely
0 days without mentioning Rich Review
He
Tech.
can't go 1 hour without mentioning Rich in some way, shape, or form. He was at 58 minutes, and then he put it in there. He got under the wire.
Do you think he'll mention side scrollers before the end of it?
I don't think that's possible, because that would be entertaining.
I like to say it.
Oh, by the way, I had a prediction.
So we don't really actually do anything. We didn't
He
get
did
any
fix
of those ideas.
the.
We're trying, but man, we keep failing because we suck. I mean, we were in charge for the last 4 years, and now the country has way worse crime, high inflation, high prices, jobs suck, everything's bad, healthcare sucks, our borders are open, fucking people flooding in.
I mean,
but,
Kamala Harris
maybe
knows one thing. She knows about
18 more times in a row. Maybe then we'll get something done.
She's an
But what a dumb
expert at
thing to
things
say in your
sucking.
closing statement, right? That's one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in anyone's closing statement. Just keep voting us in because we keep failing. We're not really doing anything.
Monitor.
But, just keep doing it anyway because, Trump's the devil.
Now, the baton is in our hands. I pledge to seek common
Well, she's used to having batons in her hands
your life better.
and sucking
But
hard.
again, common sense solutions to make your life better. Okay, well, where were they? You were the current administration.
Sorry.
Where were your common sense solutions? People are screaming at you for help, and you're just saying, well, elect me again.
Bill,
no. Why didn't
the
you
fact
help us
that you
before?
are pretending like you were on the MAGA train the entire time is the saddest thing I've ever seen from your stream.
Unless you vote
and to
for
be
Donald
honest,
Trump, because Gary,
that's a high
we're coming
fucking
after
bar,
you
bro.
If you vote for Donald Trump, which is literally 2 videos ago.
Now I'm asking for your vote. Because as president, I will get up every day and fight for the American people.
Literally, that entire video is bullshit. It's all fluff. None of it means anything. It's just buzzwords and political feel-good music with the sweeping camera, but you didn't say anything. You didn't
For a minute
explain
there, I thought he was talking
what
about his
happened
own
the last 4
content.
years, why things have gotten the way they have, and what you're going to do to fix them. You just said, these things are wrong, we'll fix them. That's great, but why are they bad? Explain what went wrong. You ever thought about something called transparency? Like, okay, here's what happened. We effed up here. This was already going bad maybe because of Trump, and we couldn't really, but now we're going to fix it, and here's how. No, it's Trump's the devil. Don't vote for him or we're coming after you. Here's a bunch of fringe things on the outside of what is mainstream concerns of Americans. And these are the things we're going to focus on because Trump is anti those things. So that's what we'll focus on instead of what is the thing that the common American was looking for, right? What do you think the common American was looking for? We're about to find out. That's actually what
the
we're
common
about to analyze
American
next.
was
Ready?
actually looking
Let's
for
continue.
an old, balding,
So first off-
used to be fat
Actually, I
man
did these in the wrong
with a
order.
whale
Here it is.
wife commenting on an election that's
Young
already
black and
over
Latino
with,
men say they chose Trump
playing
because of
election
the
ads that
economy and
nobody
jobs.
watched.
Here's
Congratulations,
how I-
DSP.
Wait, hold on a second.
You're
The economy
peak
and jobs.
lame.
But according to the Democrats, we have absolutely record numbers of jobs available. The economy is great. It's booming. It's pumping. The economy is absolutely amazing. I don't understand.
Yeah, it
All the
really is
rhetoric that I
DSP reacts,
hear
but he's
in the
only reacting to
mainstream,
political videos,
liberal media is that the country's good.
which is gonna
That's what
save
I've
it
heard.
because
So I
the
don't
problem he had
understand.
with
Why did
DSP
young
reacts
black
is
and
people
Latino
weren't
men
submitting
say
enough
that they need help
videos.
with the economy
But
and jobs?
so
I don't
you
get it.
restrict the videos
So
that
here we
people are
go.
allowed to submit
So
to
Donald
political
Trump gained a larger
videos.
share
That's
of
gonna
black
make
and
it
Latino
better.
voters than he did in 2020, and most notably among men
A
under
sweaty
age
man
45.
JPEG in every pot. That's awesome.
A 31-year-old small business owner from Belton, Texas, was not surprised a growing number of Latino men in his generation voted for Donald Trump for president. He voted for the Republican also 2 times before. He benefits from Trump's economic policies, especially tax cuts. I'm a blue-collar worker. Tax breaks for small businesses are ideal for what I do.
You're literally reading a local news channel blog, Phil.
Democrats' rhetoric not matching
I
their
mean,
actions. It's been a
So
very
this
long
is what
time
Kino
since the
Casino
Democrats
criticized
ever
about
keep
Ethan
their
Ralph.
promises.
Shut the
What
fuck
they're going
up.
to
Your
do for
commentary
minority
is
communities.
shit. This is what the Kino Casino criticized about Ethan Ralph. This is what people with alcoholic deadbeat dads would look up to, because their dads would just sit and watch Fox News and throw beer bottles at the TV. Yo, shut the fuck up, you're stupid. So watching Ethan Ralph in what their assessment was, it's like watching their dad, just like getting mad at news stories. So DSP wants to replace Ethan Ralph as like the political commentator who just is just cantankerous and just cranky about what he sees in the news. Like, and then Dark Side Pimp, I guess his dad was a fucking just example of that, and so he's just pumping money into him. That's the streamer that he watches as an adult.
With what Americans wanted.
What's
In
hilarious
fact,
is
take
you
a
know
look at
that
this.
Kat
You're gonna
Burnell
love
is
this one,
seething
alright?
watching this.
This
She
is
has her
great.
blue bracelet
As
on.
Bell's
She
been
shaved her
honest, this is what we've
head.
ever said.
She's
But here
calling
was
off
the-
sex
the-
with
the
her
top.
husband.
So, as of Thursday,
I had
of
5
last week, the
abortions,
election was
honey.
over.
How
Trump had
dare
already
you
won.
support
Okay?
that fascist?
Harris got
I had an
68
abortion
million
for every
votes,
time that we've had sex since we've been
compared to
married.
Joe Biden's 81 million in 2020.
Uh-oh.
Trump had 72 million votes. Which
Are
is
we gonna
close
talk
to the
about fake
74
votes?
million
Oh
we
my
received 4
god,
years
are
ago.
you
Wait,
fucking
what?
kidding me right now?
You hear that, right?
No.
Trump got less votes
Your
in 2024,
less is an
2
amount of
million less votes
volume.
than he did in 2020,
Yours
and
amount
he
of-
won the election in a big
You
sweep.
don't pour water out of your cup.
Actually,
all
he
the
got
swing
more
states.
votes.
He
I don't
won
know
the
what you're
Electoral
fucking
College,
reading
and
right
he won
now.
the
That's an
popular
old.
vote
Oh yeah,
with 2
November
million
7.
less
No
votes.
wonder.
Wait, what? So let me get this straight. All right? All those people that Kamala was trying to court them for their votes. Wasn't a lot of people, was it? Because her whole campaign was based on fringe shit. Stuff that the American common person wasn't caring about. I mean, yes, there are some people who will care, but not everyone.
That's a
What do
good
people
looking
care about?
Jimmy
The things that
Dean's
are in front of
casserole
them
recipe
every day.
just
What are the
below you,
things that
Phil.
affect you every single day? How much money I have? How much food I can put on the table for my family? Can I afford my rent or my mortgage today? Can I afford to protect
Sounds like
my
it's normal
family? Can I
stream.
send
How
my
much
kids to
money do I
school?
have? How
Can I
much
buy
food
a
can my
car,
wife
drive my
eat?
family
Maybe
around?
you shouldn't
These are
spend
the
so much on the
common
fucking mobile game,
first-line
you
issues
fucking
that Americans are
dipshit.
thinking
It
about.
looks like you're providing
She's
more than
focused
enough
on
food for
all the
your
other shit.
fucking wife.
You know,
I mean, he's
Will
got to
Ferrell
pull those
waggling the
Hogans,
finger
and he
at
has
you
to
and
pull his.
Beyonce telling you to vote for her,
And make
and
sure
the
his
women
wife
who
is
sadly have these
gaining
awful
100
life
pounds
situations
every
because they can't
fucking
get
month.
abortions. But
Good
is that
lord.
the common
Well, I mean,
concern
think
of
about it.
regular
It's smart.
Americans
If his
sitting there at
wife
the
is
table
too
every
fat to
morning
fit through the
saying,
door, she
"Shit,
can't
how
leave
do I
him and
afford my
divorce him."
groceries
It's
later on
exactly
this week?
right.
Because I used to be able to feed my entire family for $100 a week, and now it costs $215.
Okay, Duty, that's fake. She did not receive 3.5 million
that?
less voters. Okay,
And here's
that's
another weird
bullshit.
thing, and this
It was
obviously-
9 million.
It brings a question up, okay?
Dude,
Fake
Kamala
news.
Harris only
Duty
got
spreading the
68
fake
million
news
votes
as
in
always.
2024.
Fake
In
news.
2020,
We're
Biden
used to it
got
by now.
81
Hold on, I know I have to
million,
change my voice
but
in
yet
order.
Trump only got 2
That's
million less.
fake
You can argue
news,
the math. You're
Duty.
telling me that many more people voted in 2020 than 2024? Dang. I don't know, man. I mean, again,
Biden was more
seems
popular
kinda
with
like
black
a
voters than
weird
Obama.
situation.
Yeah, that's really
Now,
easy to believe.
Actually, there's been some people.
If you don't vote for me, you're not black, brother.
So a lot of people couldn't even
Oh,
leave,
yeah.
or if they did, everything was limited. So a lot of people supposedly voted from home with
You're
mail-in
not
ballots.
really black.
You're telling me that because people were stuck at home,
Charlemagne the God's
20
like,
or
I'm not
15
black.
million more people
His head
voted
starts spinning.
His
and they
credit
just
score
forgot about
increases.
Politics 4 years later, they forgot. Oh yeah, voting. What's that?
Holy
Never heard
shit!
of it.
You
What
got to
they did 4
retract
years ago,
that, Ludwig.
what are you talking
That's
about?
too
That's
far.
15 million people.
You're pushing the
Forgot.
bar.
There's something very, very
Q&A, Alfred, would you
here.
fuck Cat for
I don't think it'll ever be
$100,000?
proven. I don't
I don't think it's possible. My dick is not long enough to be able to get between her legs and still access that vagina.
This is the data they're looking at.
I'm not saying I got a small one. I'm just saying that the
How
calculus
the
doesn't work.
were there
I've done the
15 million
trigonometry.
more
But the
people
thing
who
is with
voted
guns
blue
is that they're
4 years
bifurcated.
ago?
Eventually
That
there's
doesn't
like a
even
big
make sense.
slit in the middle of them.
Population's
You could fit
going
it through
up.
the slit,
So
right?
how the fuck are there?
No, man, unfortunately,
people
my
voting now?
body has a certain width.
You'll never
So
prove it.
doing the
That's
math,
way our system's
the
set
width
up,
of my
we can never
body
prevent
divided
it,
by the
right?
maximum
So,
spread of her
right?
legs,
But
assuming she can do the
one
splits,
final
I'm
thing
still not
before we
capable
end
of
this topic,
accessing
and
the
then actually
hole.
I have some shout outs to do and we're going to move on. Ladies and gentlemen, you might argue that Phil is off base. Phil is completely full of shit. Phil's a Trump lover. I'm not. I actually don't like Donald Trump. I really swear to you.
We told you the reason why he thinks Trump
But
is an asshole.
you don't have to
because
take it from
he didn't
me
pay his bills at Helicopter
all. I
Land.
saved the best for last. You can take it from the mouth of Democrat number 1.
You can take it from the
Bernie
mouth of
freaking
Kamala Harris. Oh, no, wait a
Sanders.
minute. Hold on. That means something
Because when
else.
the Democrats lost this election, he went nuclear on his own party. He burnt the fucking house down.
And he has a
Did
better
you hear
hairline
this
than you.
guy has said in the last week? Holy
Bernie is not
shit.
Democrat number 1. He's
You know
a
what I'm saying?
socialist.
Like,
he's a populist.
whoa.
And he's an independent.
He
He's literally not
destroyed
even a
them.
fucking Democrat, you stupid
right?
fuck.
So
Yeah,
are you
he
ready
thinks
for this? I know
he's
he's
never-
is Democrat
but you
number
understand
1.
what
He's
I'm
never
saying.
been in
He
the
was
Democratic
Mr.
Party
Democrat. He
ever
was
for one day.
So 100% on their side for the longest time. And listen to what he has to say. Are you ready for this?
I like
Here we
Bernie.
go.
When Bernie was on
Bernie
Joe
Sanders
Rogan, he
shares
said he
scathing
liked Trump and he
reaction
trusted
like,
him.
Trump's
I like
point.
his populist views, but as a national socialist, he's a fucking Nazi. Of
Well,
course
I
don't.
like the fact
An
that he
HBO
is
original?
not a
Holy shit,
liar.
this is a scathing
Right?
reaction.
When he believes something, he says, "This is what I think." I don't agree with it, but I trust him.
Okay, so
No?
we're at the film festival.
No,
Yeah,
at the film
he
festival.
doesn't.
Get the fuck
He doesn't
all right.
care. Like he's too old to care about.
Yeah, no, he has no fucks to give. He
These
says
bastards
exactly
in
what he
their ass
believes.
got me.
Right.
All right, hold
Whether
on a
you
second.
believe him
Let
or
me
not,
get past
you
the
know
film
where he
festival.
stands.
Which
Stupid
why,
ad.
like, even if he
Got screwed
disagrees
by
with
Big
Trump
Ten.
on ideology, he can see where he's coming from, which I do too. Like if someone
Exactly.
Political street. God
Literally,
damn it.
he said-
Bullshit. Stupid shit. All right, it's almost done.
You got Joe Rogan say, "I like Trump," and Bernie Sanders' response was,
Pain in my
"I
ass.
do too. I do too." Period.
Okay. Wow, some people are really delayed because they're still saying Bernie is not a Democrat in the chat. Yeah, we already covered that, bro.
Yeah, no shit.
All
He's
right,
not
here
a
we go.
Democrat.
Ready?
yeah, he isn't.
Pause.
Oh my God, people are
rewind.
delayed. They didn't know that I said that he was.
Oh, crap. This video is terrible. They're using an awful video player on this site. Okay. Here we go. Bernie Sanders on what actually happened in the election. Ready?
The
I don't know, are you?
response that you gave after the Democrats lost, Kamala Harris lost.
This is what
pretty
happens
big.
when you
You said
let
the
Jews in
Democrats
space.
abandoned the working class. The chairman of the DNC called it.
Look at him. He's
straight
like
up
struggling
BS.
not to cry. What
So the
fuck?
chairman of the DNC, okay, and I believe actually he got into a big fight with Nancy Pelosi over.
I kind of forgot Bernie existed.
Joe Biden is the
Well,
most pro-worker
Democrat-
president
the
of my
DNC
lifetime.
forgot he
Former Speaker
existed.
Nancy Pelosi said she disagreed
You didn't
with
see him at
She
fucking
added, quote, Bernie
the podium
Sanders
pushing
has
Kamala.
not won. Do you stand by
Can
what he
Alfred get more racist? Yes. Yes, but I don't want him to because
I'm trying, man. Unfortunately, I'm at red line.
yeah, he doesn't want to get me banned from.
I hate those damn white people.
Promised to be the most progressive
Fuck those
president,
crackers.
Since FDR, in many ways, on domestic issues, I think he kept his word. But here is the reality. The working class of this country is angry, and they have a reason to be angry.
Yeah.
We are living in an economy today,
lot
Donna,
of
where the people on top
towns that were
are
built
doing
on
phenomenally
industrial
well, while 60%
factories are
of
getting
our people
outsourced
are
to
living
foreign
paycheck
countries,
to
and
paycheck.
And the
all
funny
those
part
people
about
are
that is,
unemployed,
if you
and those
ask the
towns that
liberal
were built
media,
up
how is
on
our economy doing,
the
they say,
prosperity of the
"Great.
factory are dying.
Everything's great. Jobs are at a record high. Unemployment's at a record low. Everything's great." Like,
Yeah,
but wait a
Serpent
minute, why can't
Hunter,
I afford
unban
anything?
him now.
I'm living paycheck to pay. I can't buy groceries for my family. I can't. Why are you?
Nobody's
reporting
banned.
that
I don't
everything's great
ban
in our
anyone.
country? Because they're reporting on.
Nobody
the
gets banned on my
1 fucking
channel.
cent.
Even
They're
DeLorean.
rolling in money. They've got
Openly.
investments out the ass. They've got money.
You know.
Nancy fucking Pelosi just made insane amounts of money investing in Nvidia stocks. Nvidia. Do you think she fucking knows what Nvidia even is? No. But this class who controls our country, okay, are so disconnected from the real reality of life. They actually
all you see is
that
Larry
right
David
now,
when you hear
our country is on a boom. We've got so many great
Duty,
jobs,
that is
so
the,
much money
the
flowing
comment
like a river.
of
Where
the
the fuck
hour
is
right
it?
there.
Because people can't see it and they don't have it.
You don't have to be a
They
mod
can't
to
afford
ban
basic
people,
shit
Serpent
anymore.
Hunter. Obviously,
So why
that's
are you
just your
saying it's
Serpent
good?
Hunter
Because it's
power.
good for them. It's the illusion. Use the media to report skewed facts, a skewed perspective, a distorted reality, so that people think that things are better than they are. Then they can't blame Biden and Kamala for everything being
He's
bad
talked about
because they
that
don't know
before.
everything's
Honestly,
bad.
like one of the more based comments DSP has made is the fact that the unemployment numbers they're not real. Like, but he doesn't understand why they're not real.
That shit right there is not real.
He doesn't understand that people on unemployment get counted as employed, even though they're on unemployment. Yeah, that's
But
too
the
much for
common
him.
person,
The reason he thinks that the unemployment numbers are fake is because he ascribes that to the fact that the people who are employed are they're in low paid part-time jobs, and that doesn't bring in enough money to provide a living wage. That's why he thinks the
now,
unemployment numbers are
using
fake.
my super IQ, I will point out that the 12,000 jobs that were done last month were 100% government jobs. And if you remove government jobs from the jobs numbers over the last year, we've actually lost 2.7 million jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But don't let that stop you from viewing the economy as going up.
saw through it. The common person said no. The last 4 years, things got worse for us in the United States. Inflation is way
fuck
up.
Jerry.
Interest rates are way up.
And all of his
prices
rigging.
are way up. The jobs
That's what-
are not good like they're reporting. They're claiming there's all this plethora of jobs. There's not.
That's what Will Ferrell said. Fuck you,
wanna know what
Jerry.
Jobs are
Yeah,
available in the
Jerry
United
is a
States?
piece of
Go
shit.
work for fast food. Go work at a retail
Oh,
store.
there he
where you get
goes.
10
That's what I
hours a
said.
week, and you can't get enough hours to earn health care. That's the jobs that are in America right now. There's no big careers. There's no.
He's not talking about even like 10 hours a week to afford healthcare.
Yeah, learn to code, asshole. Oh, wait, AI's taking that away.
Yeah, you can't afford healthcare insurance, but you don't need healthcare insurance when you're healthy.
There's no more. Oh, there's an illusion of an American dream, but the American dream doesn't exist. The only way you can live the American dream is if you have money already. Then you can invest your money somewhere and make more
This
money.
guy, just a reminder, hasn't voted in the past 10 years. Also, he makes over $100,000 a year. So, yeah, he's this populist Marxist leader.
Now, Ludwig, can we both agree that we're grateful that he hasn't voted in the last 10 years?
Well, I mean, in Washington, it doesn't really matter. His vote is not going to turn it from blue to red anyways.
Money. If you're going into it on ground level, which is what the American dream is supposed to be, you start equal with everyone, you work hard, you get ahead, you go to school, you get an education. Now you
Actually
get a
has
job.
nothing
That
to
job
do with
becomes a
starting
career,
equal
then the career
with
becomes
everyone.
A big, income stream that
You
now
know.
you can have a family. It doesn't exist anymore. People go to school, they come out, they got a degree that's worth nothing. You can wipe your ass with your
Of
fucking
course,
college
things
diploma
going in
because you
and
can't
out
get
of
a job
butts
anymore.
is what he
Go
focuses
work
on.
a fucking service industry
Scat
job. Go
Fetishville.
work fast food. Go wait tables. That's not a fucking career. And that's what they're reporting. Those are the jobs they're telling us about that are so good in our country right now.
There
The
it is.
common
There's the
person is tired of
reiteration.
being lied to. Everyone is seeing through the rhetoric now, the bullshit. We had 4 years of this, and now we're like,
He
enough.
is literally
Enough.
pretending to
And
be
listen, not that
Ben
life was
Shapiro minus the IQ.
I don't think he's ever watched Ben Shapiro. I think he's such a scammer, such a grifter. He just arrives at such a grifting mentality naturally.
perfect under Trump.
I mean, when
Listen,
you do something for over a decade, even if you're an idiot,
He is getting pretty good at begging for money, but
it definitely.
he has never once said anything pro-conservative. I can't see it in over his 12-year
yeah,
career.
it's very Marxist. It's very gamer Marxist. His audience he thinks is below him. He makes over $100,000 a year, and he thinks he's a champion of the people below him, which is what a lot of Marxists do. They think they're a warrior for the lower class, but they themselves are in the upper class. But really, what they're trying to do is they're punching left and right.
Now, Ludwig, I'm going to have to.
They're not punching down or up.
I'm going to have to take some freaking big problems with what you're saying.
Okay.
There is nothing upper class about DSP. He has no class at all.
Well, income-wise, he blows it all, so he's broke. Like, he lives paycheck to paycheck.
So
but that's
he
because
blows. Shouldn't he have more in common with Kamala Harris?
For sure.
He was now.
Yeah,
Lot of things were kind of messed
champagne
up there, too.
socialism
But
for sure.
This last 4 years,
most of his meals are
Americans
DoorDash.
agreeing Things went downhill. Most
of your meals are DoorDash too, but because you're on the delivery end.
Promises and lied to
You're on the
stories
supply
about
side rather than the.
Yeah, I went from owning a large RV dealership to delivering food on DoorDash. Thanks, Biden.
Well, in California, we fled we fled California for Texas.
Yeah, very true.
Corns, jobs are up, money's up, everything's up. When in reality, no one sees that but the rich. Only the
I
rich
used to
class
be
is seeing
rich
the
and now I'm
benefits of
poor.
all
Fuck
these
you.
things that the Democrats are claiming are real. So then, why the fuck would we vote for the Democrats?
Sold my Lotus, sold my Fisker, sold everything. God damn it.
I think about that all the time.
Bernie Sanders.
The best car on the planet.
Oh man, it was so great. I loved being rich. I miss it. I miss it so much.
But that's,
come on, Trump.
That's Biden being elected into office.
Yeah, it killed my income.
Had to flee California and everything we had in it. And it's like, it sucks. But you know, we're here now. We're making it work because we're smart enough to make it work.
That's right.
Used to be Democratic, who used to be one of the top Democrats, is here destroying them.
25% of elderly people are trying to get by on $15,000 a year or less. We have
$15,000 a year? That's, well, I mean, fuck, man. What other social programs do you have to help you out, man?
Worry that their kids may have a lower standard of living than they do. That is the economic reality. And what Donald Trump did is provided an explanation. He went around, he said, I know you're angry, and the reason is that zillions of illegal immigrants are coming over, and they're eating your cats and dogs and everything else.
And that's the funny part. He said all that, and it's all stupid. But at least he gave an explanation.
Actually, you can find pictures of them putting fucking cats on a fucking spigot with the fucking like metal rods.
Eats cats or dogs, except for Venezuelans and
Haitians,
Filipinos.
Haitians
By the
fucking
way,
make mud cookies.
I'm married to a Filipino, and they actually do cook cats and dogs.
Yeah,
and
well,
Brazilians cook up guinea pigs, and sometimes, you know, like, actually, some of that should taste pretty good, to be honest with you.
What, guinea pigs?
Guinea pigs taste great with a little bit of spice.
Alfred the passport bro. Well, you can see where he's coming from.
All the Democrats were sitting there saying, well, it's all untrue, but people were experiencing it firsthand. I don't have money. I can't get a good job. All this is happening to me. How can you say it's not real? And then Donald Trump said, well, it's because of crazy people coming over the border eating everything. Like there was a zombie. You should have just said there was a zombie invasion. Did you miss it? They came through. They ate the bottom 4 states. People still would have believed it because it's better than what the Democrats were saying. It really, it's just insanity.
Well, that's the reason. Well, obviously, that is not the reason. The reason
Can't argue with them
in
there.
my view, that we have an unprecedented level
And
of
seething right now. I'm gonna watch the tractor beam stream
and
tomorrow.
People on top want it all, and we need an agenda that says to the working class, we're going to take on these powerful special interests and create an economy and a government that works for you. And by the way,
they're eating the dogs. They're eating the cats.
Out of politics, we got to get rid of the Citizens United.
Well, I mean, you got to eat something when inflation is so high.
Dude, like Haitians. Imagine Haitians coming illegally. They've been eating fucking mud cookies. They take a shovel into a gutter and they put it on a pan fryer and they spread it out and they make a fucking flat disc of mud and they eat it.
Okay, that's fake news. They don't put it on a fryer. They just cook it over an open flame, Daniel. Okay? The mud cookies are actually kind of nutritious, apparently, compared to air.
It's right. Doki Doki Literature Club already doxed my real name, so.
So, I'm gonna close this now because it's gonna play another thing that I didn't even want. Okay. So very interesting that's how he summarized.
Don't say
right?
mud monkeys. That's so racist.
That's racist.
That
disavow.
we disavow.
Where was all
we
of that
totally
discussion
disavow
in the Kamala Harris campaign? Did she
Speed
even
up
anything about
1.5.
corporations controlling all the wealth? Once, right?
Probably because if Kamala Harris addressed the people who own the most wealth in this country, she would be accused of anti-Semitism.
And of course, she's for the poor
Here's the thing, so a
people,
lot of
which
people
is
are
why
morons
she
in chat
pays
saying, "Listen, I love
Oprah
Bernie Sanders."
and...
Oh my god. You gotta love that. Of course, the morons in chat are like, oh, I love Bernie Sanders.
Actually don't love him either. I like some of his ideas, but Bernie is an ultra progressive, and ultra progressive.
This is the thing. This is the fence sitter fucking conundrum. He can hate everyone, but who do you want to be in charge of everything? He can't say he doesn't know because he doesn't know anything about anything.
Well, I mean, DSP is...
He wants himself to be in
used
charge.
to sitting on a fence because it goes right up his butt.
Want the absolute polarized best for their line of thinking without actually thinking about the cost of doing it. You know, like he would love if there'd be like a 3-day work week and people could be paid insanely high minimum wages and shit like that. And it's like, now how would that work? Because no matter what, someone has to pay for everything. There's nothing free. And that's the problem with guys like him is they go so extreme. Well, then who's going to end up paying for everything, right? Like they have lofty ideas and bad execution.
Who's the only iced coffee?
Anyway, the point that I've been making this is very...
Yeah, that's funny. One person pays this entire lifestyle. It's basically a single payer stream, right?
Long segment tonight is the reason that the Democrats lost the 2024 presidential election isn't because the Americans went nuts and decided to vote for Hitler 2.0 or a fascist dictator who they don't want to be, have their rights ripped away. That's what they voted for. The guy who's a sexual predator and he's a criminal and he's a felon and he's all these things. That's not what Americans were voting for whatsoever. That's what the Democrats made the campaign about, but the Americans didn't care. It's very, very simple. Here's what happened. Americans looked at the years of 2016 to 2020 when Donald Trump was president, and they looked at their own life situations, and they said,
Are
during
you
this time
fucking
period,
kidding me?
how was
Is
my life?
DSP actually
Did I have money?
red-pilled,
Did I
or
have a
is
job?
he
How were
just
my
like...
kids? How was my health?
He's trying to
What was going on
chase
in the
after
country, and how did it all go?
the Kino
And they
Casino
probably thought
audience,
back to a
really.
time when things were not perfect, but they were
He's-
better than they are now.
he's so
But they remembered
shallow.
that constantly all they ever heard on TV was how the president was sending another unhinged tweet at someone. And all the media would do is talk about how our
What is
president's
so
unhinged and he's
sad
ended
is
everything,
it's
blah, 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 blah.
actually
And
working.
then he got voted out in 2020.
Yeah, he's had
right?
almost
And then he had
$300
Biden
in tips
and
right
Harris
now.
for 4 years. And then they probably looked
Well,
at their life
minus
situations during those 4 years.
30%.
And they said, okay, so in the last 4 years, we had a president who didn't send mean tweets.
Unlike,
He was not
the
unhinged and saying
300
stupid shit
tips that
constantly.
his wife had
Okay,
in
I mean,
her.
he barely walked. He's probably pooping himself half the time, barely conscious. But, that's what happens when you get that old. But at least he wasn't causing big situations of drama constantly, right? He had himself under control. Well, how was my life in those 4 years? Well, let's see.
Of course,
I had
he has
less
to make
money,
it about
or-
himself.
Or what I really should say, not that you had less money, your money's worth less, right? You're making the
Just
same
like
amount
you're
of money,
worth less.
But now what you
Sounds
get
pretty
with that
good.
money has been reduced dramatically for some bizarre reason that the Democrats don't want to talk about, right? They don't want to admit that prices are sky high, that inflation is super high, interest rates have skyrocketed under the last 4 years that they've been in control of the government.
He's literally just mad he can't refinance his fucking shitbox condo that doesn't even have AC in it and has a bathroom covered in mold and doesn't even work.
Can you imagine the bathroom after Kat uses it? There's got to be...
No, she doesn't use that when it's broken. All the plumbing in that bathroom is broken.
Well, why do you think the plumbing's broken, bro?
Right.
Because Kat is using it.
So she uses the other one that's closer to the ground and is less likely to have plumbing issues. That's why that one is not broken. But he has no central AC. He sweats in the middle of October. Imagine begging for money to pay a mortgage on a shitbox center condo. You're surrounded on two sides by other people with, their own families, their own garages. You're in the middle. They have central AC because they paid $20,000 to set up an outdoor, AC unit that pumps air.
I'm gonna say that the only thing my mind goes to is those poor people that live next to DSP.
Right.
Can you imagine living next to him and having Kat Burnell blow up their plumbing, blow up their sewage, the smells that she has as she gets up and gets out of her bed and starts walking around, the seismic fucking events that are happening in their houses. that I need to give a give, sin, go for those people.
Yeah.
We need to start getting a fucking collection.
I guess that's what Darkside Pimp feels empathetic towards.
Government. They want to say, oh, well, you know, it's Trump this and Trump that and Roe v. Wade. Great. How did that affect the line level shit that I saw every day around me? For some people, the abortion thing is a huge deal. I absolutely sympathize with the two women whose stories we just experienced tonight.
Even though you said that was a complete lie.
Be, you know, go through that kind of that girl did when she was 12, and you know she got an abortion because you know she was raped and.
Yeah, because Trump supports rape. That's what the issue is.
You know, gee.
Thank you, Bob Starsky. Much appreciated.
Bob Starsky, let's go!
Yeah!
I don't care if we ever come down.
I actually imagine.
Yeah, I don't care.
Thank you, Bob Starsky.
Awful situation. The woman who had the kid, and you know, then all of a sudden in the middle of the pregnancy, there's the infection.
Oh
can't
my
get the
God.
abortion, so now she has to get this.
He's so boring.
You know, operation later, and it destroys her.
You
body,
know,
and now she's gonna have a kid.
I
feel
promise,
horrible.
chat, we're
But there are
trying our
exceptions.
best to make this entertaining.
You're gonna
It's
public
just an
servant.
impossible
You have to find what the
task.
common threads are that people are interested in the most to commonly serve the most people at once. Okay? Yes, you can also handle the outliers. You can do that. But you must handle the common things first. And the Democrats seem to stay away from the common threads of what people wanted in America more than anything else. There was no open discussions on how to fix this shit. Only, re-elect us and we'll make things better. But you're already in power, right? In any election cycle, it's easier to be the incoming party that takes over from a party that is messed up than to get reelected. Because to get reelected, you had to have 4 good years. And the Democrats did not. Biden and Harris did not. And all the other Democrats that were in
Chat,
charge,
if you want us to be
were
more
not
entertaining,
doing a good job for
you
the
got
common
to give
American
us some
person.
more money,
Period. Or
right?
else
So that we
they
can
wouldn't
be
have
like
lost the common
DSP.
vote.
I'm not begging
Maybe
for
they
money,
still
but we're begging
lost
for money. Please give us some money.
Donate the extra
But
life. It's
absolutely,
the pin
they
tweet on the
lost
top.
the common
Exactly.
vote.
Yeah,
They
big
lost
time.
everyone's
Because
common
we
vote.
really care about
And it's
whatever
their own
bullshit
fault,
this
because they have
freaking
Will Ferrell
bullshit
and
is
Beyonce
about.
and
Let's
Oprah
do it.
dancing around like puppets, getting paid giant sums of money to do so, by the way, and no one gives a shit about them anymore. No one. Oh, wait, you're telling me that the Swifties couldn't win the election? Well, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? I have a big news flash for you. Swifties don't fucking vote. They sit there brainwashed listening to Taylor Swift all day. They probably don't even know how to vote. All right? It didn't affect anything
Yeah,
that Taylor
Swift's
said
fans
to vote
are
for Kamala
stupid.
Harris.
The
All those
DSP
cat women
fans
sitting
are
around their
really
homes with
smart.
14, 15 cats. Guess what? Their cats can't vote. So it didn't matter that they were behind Harris because there were only one
kids
vote.
can't vote
The
either
common
because
fucking
they're
person
under 18.
voted and won this election.
Anyways, so you and a wife and a cat is not a real family, right?
So,
Take a
the
sit,
answer is
you
quite simple.
sleazy
The Democrats
asshole.
were not in line with the American people, and that's why they lost the election. Period. All right.
I mean, he's so afraid. Bro, he really thinks he was cooking there, but he just wants to run away from the point he was trying to make. Okay, what else you got, bro? Come on.
That was a good segment, huh? We got some
No,
shout-outs to do,
it wasn't,
and then we're gonna
actually.
get into our finale segment for tonight, which I hope you guys.
Oh
will
my
enjoy.
God, you're at
By
your
the way, how you doing?
finale
I'm not listening
segment
to you
and you haven't
We have
had anything
953
worthwhile to
viewers.
say
Where do you all come
yet?
from? Well, thank you for being here tonight. That is awesome. That is a lot of viewers here on
Wow.
Kick, and I appreciate that so very much. Thanks for being here. I hope that you're all enjoying the show. It's only a 5-minute follow talking chat. So if you're not following the channel right now, no lie, I was expecting 200 viewers tonight, and I got over almost 1,000 at this point. Oh, can we break 1,000? We're not done. We got another topic to talk. But let's do a couple quick shout outs. Did I miss any subs? I don't think I did, but maybe I did. Hold on.
I've got.
And then I can take the shout out. Oh yeah, I missed Walk Warrior Real. Subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Walk Warrior Real, for the sub. I appreciate that. Sorry that I missed it. That's right. InfoWars ended, so DSPolitics can be born. Absolutely correct. That is exactly the situation. Okay. All right. Some tips. Someone tipped $1. Just said a bunch of weird. I'm not even going to read that. But thanks for the $1 tip. I see the $20 tip. Someone says, congratulations on a great start for DSPolitics. I'd like to be cool to hear your takes on geopolitics, like international wars and economics. Best of luck. So here's the deal. Right now, obviously, you know, if I'm going to start talking about politics, it's going to be local shit, right? You know that. There's got to be things that are going on here that everyone knows about, common topics and things like that. In the future, absolutely, we could branch out and talk about more, but obviously I would have to become more informed on said topics. I'm not going to sit here and talk out of my ass like a moron. I'm going to want to look into these things and research them. There will be a process by which you can submit topics for me to cover on the show. All right? I'm going to explain it by the end, and yes, it's for the low price of a submissions tier membership on DSP Reacts on YouTube. Wait, who said that? I heard something. There might be a mouse in the room, and he's whispering or something. Okay, thank you for that $20 tip. I appreciate that. Darkside Pimp, are you kidding me? Darkside Pimp just gifted another 10 subs to the channel. 10 more. Holy crap. Well, thank you so much. Darkside Pimp, that gets us up to 362 and climbing tonight. We do still have one more topic to discuss, and maybe we'll do a little bit of Q&A at the end. All right? Holy crap, thank you guys. All right. I've already explained this show will be live streamed only on Kick, and I will be making highlights of the show that I will upload to DSP Reacts over the course of the week. I'll find the best moments and clips and cut them out. Maybe it'll be a longer segment, a shorter segment, we'll see. Okay? All right. Are we ready for the third and final topic for tonight? I think we could do it. I think this is going to be a good one. This is going to be another local thing, so I'm a little nervous that ads are going to pop up. So bear with me 1 second. Let me close all these tabs. There's no chance of an ad pop up there.
Okay, we're back.
Okay. This is not a long subject, by the way, guys. This is a much shorter one, FYI.
Has Alfred been practicing his YMCA Trump dance?
Okay, we ready?
Of course.
All right, here we go.
Yeah,
it's very complicated.
I have literally zero ability to dance, so I can practice forever, and I'm never going to be able to do it.
Your episode of DSPolitics is one that actually is local to me. So this may not be something that affects all of you, or maybe it does. It does affect all Americans because this time of year is a time of giving.
So this section is about food being donated to local Seattle charities, and someone wrote an article where people advised them to be culturally diverse, like to have diversity in mind. I don't know what it means. Like, it's really stupid. Anyways.
You know, it's November 2024, and we have a national holiday at the end of the month. It's usually the final Thursday of the month. It's Thanksgiving. This is the time when we get together with friends and family, and we give thanks for all the amazing things that we have in our lives. We're supposed to feel grateful for the good things. And a lot of us get together and have a big meal of turkey and stuffing and sides, potatoes, and all kinds of stuff. We use a gourd.
How much of that $362 is from the same 3 people? It's from the same 1 person. Literally over 300 is from 1 person. So
yeah, and they've almost got halfway through feeding cat for today.
Ourselves, and it's a tradition. It's just something we do every year. All right. However, this time
it's just to gaslight him, to push him farther and farther away from gameplay streams, which is what is his bread and butter. So they want to make him less and less effective as a gaming influencer.
I'm all for it.
Here is also a time of year when you got to think about the needy. What about people who don't have the ability to get together with friends and family and afford a big meal? What about people who are hungry? They deserve to have a nice Thanksgiving too. Hell, they just decide, they deserve to eat at any time. All right. And so traditionally around this time of year, Americans actually donate a lot of food. You go to the supermarket and they right there buy this bag and fill this bag with groceries and donate it. That's very common. I think that's my whole life I've seen that. Around this time of year in November, you can go to the grocery store, buy a bag, fill it with food, pay for the food, and it gets donated to your local food bank or food drive. Usually they say, oh, get things that are catered towards the Thanksgiving meal, because usually we get the homeless or the needy together and we give them all this food for Thanksgiving. And it's very successful. There's campaigns all over the place that raise hundreds of thousands of dollars. They raise tons of food. It's a big thing. It's an annual thing that happens in the United States. Okay. So personally, it's that time of year and I start thinking about it, right? All right, what should I do? Should I go to the grocery store, grab one of these bags, fill it with food? What should I do? Right? And then the other day,
he doesn't do anything.
I saw a certain topic up here.
He doesn't donate anything to charity. His bankruptcy forms confirmed it. He tells you he donates to charity, but when it's time to fill out his bankruptcy forms, and you have to fill out under penalty of perjury, unless you get charged with the crime, he puts 0 as the amount of money he's given to charity.
Now that's totally not true. Okay, Ludwig, obviously, he donates a whole lot to charity, feeding his hungry wife.
But he's gonna tell you he donates to charity.
Once again, I feel like I always have to do a disclaimer on the show and say, I swear to you, I have not made this up. This is a real story, and I can corroborate it because there's actually a video attached. The American Heart Association of Washington says, why donating healthy, culturally diverse foods to drives crucial? The start of the holiday season typically means a spike in food drives in communities. Well, the American Heart Association shares tips on how to best support your local food banks. Let's watch this clip, shall we?
The Home Team Harvest Food Drive is underway, and we're aiming to raise 24 million meals for Washington State's largest annual food drive. Like King 5 and its community partners, other groups...
It's amazing how having a normal video sped up makes it sound like she's talking at 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Right.
But when DSP is talking, it sounds like a normal rate of talking when you have it at 150%.
To donate healthy foods. Joining me now is Elena O'Callahan, a registered dietitian nutritionist and community impact manager for the AHA of Washington.
So she's the health person and the community impact manager for the American Heart Association in
Does
Washington.
I know, you're right.
Believe this sounds like he sped up. It
Yeah.
sounds like he's talking at normal rate.
Exactly. But when you cut to the professional speaker, it sounds like they're sped up at 200%. But when you cut to him, it's like 100%.
Where I live. Let's hear what she has to say.
Let's hear what she has to say.
And then DSP's like, and now let's take a look at this.
All right, here we go. All right, we go. Ready?
A little bit more.
Are you ready?
Food drives, what we should consider when we're participating.
Yeah, well, something important to know, Farah, is that over 1 in 10 households in Washington struggle to get enough food. And in some communities, that number is 3 to 4 times higher. So food banks and pantries play a vitally important part in helping people access food, that very, very basic need. And during their holiday food drives, they can collect a lot of food for the year, beyond just the holiday season. So it's very important for them.
You heard what she just said. During this time of year, Thanksgiving time, these food banks will build up food that's a surplus for the rest of the year. Okay, let's continue.
Do you have some healthier suggestions people could buy when they're looking for things to get the store to donate to a food drive?
Yeah, so if donors are thinking about what healthy foods can they contribute, things like canned fruit without sugar, canned low-sodium vegetables, beans, and heart-healthy whole grains, things like oatmeal and brown rice.
all kind of makes sense to me, does it not? I think that's pretty reasonable stuff. That makes sense.
No, low sodium means it's less perishable.
Yeah, I'm literally expecting Sonic the Hedgehog to show up eating a freaking chili dog right now.
Okay.
Great examples. One thing that's often overlooked by donors is the need for spices, which can help families create flavorful meals without all the salt. One thing that's really important.
Chickpeas and garbanzo beans. Chickpeas and garbanzo beans for Thanksgiving. That's not in the
Yes, it is, actually.
What are you talking about, you stupid fuck?
top 50 things I would think about if I was thinking about American Thanksgiving would be chickpeas, garbanzo beans.
Important to keep in mind as well is
It's B-real footage. She didn't pick out that footage to play while she's speaking. It's the editor who's hired by the news organization to put some fucking visual spice onto what she's saying. Like, God, DSP is so autistic and undiagnosed, so he focuses on the B-reel that the editors pick to play while their guest is speaking.
To the food pantry before you donate to learn more about their capacity.
Oh, what? What? Huh?
A little bit more encouraging people to donate culturally.
No, they're literally.
Why is there an ad for Disney Plus X-Men? That show wasn't even good. What the fuck? Oh.
No, they're literally sitting in front of this lake with the freaking.
Yeah, the fucking lake. They're sitting like those poles. What are those poles supporting? Is it like a dock or something? I don't see a dock.
That doesn't even seem like a real show.
What are the poles even supporting? Is there like anything to step on? Oh, the poles are coming out of the water. What are they even for? I don't even know.
This is fake news.
It's a sunset. Are they recording this at the end of the day while they record in the morning? Duh.
Relevant foods. I'll be honest, until I saw the story, I didn't even know that term existed.
The clouds aren't moving. Ugh.
Different cultures eat different cuisines.
Like, this is a still image. Why isn't it moving?
But let's see what they have to say about this. Now, keep in mind, the whole idea is that around Thanksgiving, Americans go to the store, you're already shopping for your own family, and you grab a bag and you fill it with food so someone else can have a Thanksgiving meal. That's the whole idea of these donation drives. They even spin them. They say it's the Thanksgiving drive and things like that. So what are they going to say about culturally diverse foods?
Yeah, and so when we think about holiday staples, not everybody needs and wants mashed potatoes and turkey. Although we know a lot of families prepare and share meals together, that's part of their holiday tradition. So in order to speak to all communities, we really want you to think about reaching out to the food bank. They are listening to the suggestions.
Those polls said Kamala's going to win.
So check out their social media feed or their websites, or even call them directly.
Let's go, polls!
So you're at the grocery store. You're getting the bag filled with food. You go down the aisle.
I mean, DSP does know something about stroking polls.
Put that in the bag, right? All the things your family wants.
Agatha All Along from Disney Plus. That wasn't even a good show.
What kind of veggies? Put them all in the bag. And you go and you check out. Thanks, but this isn't what we wanted. What do you mean? Oh, well, aren't you aware? You live in a culturally diverse area. Not everyone just eats American Thanksgiving dinner here. So we don't want this. What do you mean? I thought this is the Thanksgiving food drive. That's the point.
There is in no way me and Ludwig are trying to watch this content. We are completely sober and watching it as completely objective observers.
Click on the charity drive for 2024 for Extra Life.
Yeah, give money to charity because we're not suffering for you watching this shit.
For every $1 donated to charity, we'll skip ahead 5 minutes, please.
No,
please, for the love of fucking God, help us. We're dying here.
On the phone and ask them what they want, and then go buy the specific things they want to donate. There's a saying. Okay, the saying is beggars can't be choosers, but apparently in the
please fucking choose to beg, you fucking pig roach
from
piece of
Dark
shit.
Side
Jesus
Phil.
Christ.
The person who begs every single day.
The literal definition of beggar.
He's telling you beggars can't be choosers. Oh my God.
Please
modern era, the modern day,
choose to beg, you fucking piece of shit.
They're outright telling you, no, don't just.
Oh my God. He's telling you beggars can be choosers. The guy who begs and chooses all the time.
Oh my God.
Donate whatever to do the good thing or the right thing or to give someone food. You have to give them specifically what they want to eat as well. Because if they're starving and they're coming here to a food bank or they're going to a soup kitchen, they don't want to just eat the swill you bought for them. They want healthy food. They want culturally diverse food. The stuff that they're used to eating where they come from. Wait, what?
Yeah, if only you gave healthy, culturally diverse food to your wife, she wouldn't be 5,000 pounds.
You're just giving food to the food bank. And they can tell you whatever they want, and you better give them what they want, because if you don't, you are basically being incredibly insensitive. How dare you even think of donating food if it's not going to be appropriate to what the people in these communities who aren't going to eat Thanksgiving dinner want for food? What? Huh? This just blows my mind. So it's not even go to the store and donate, and that's the ask. Now it's go to the store. Don't go to the store yet. Go on the internet, get the phone number of your local food bank, call the food bank, say, what food do you need? Well, we need garbanzo beans, and we need this special kind of rice powder, and we need this seasoning. We need Chinese
garbanzo beans.
What the fuck is rice powder?
There is such a thing as rice powder. When his wife sits on rice, she creates powder.
Why am I so retarded?
This season, we need that. We need that. Okay, so now you gotta go to the store with a giant special
my
list of ingredients and buy those
God.
things to donate. You can't just go to the store and grab a bag and fill it and say, here's food to feed hungry people. That's not acceptable anymore.
Of course, kill yourself, you
How dare
moron.
you try to donate something that's not specifically...
Why don't you
what
kill
you're asking for?
yourself?
Anyway,
Let's just finish the story and I'm gonna tell you.
please.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people are going to be either.
Let's skip ahead to your opinions. Ah!
All right, here's what you do. You go to Feeding America.
Chat, we
right? This
apologize
website
for
is
the
a
fact
website
that you're having to deal with this bullshit. We're literally restreaming
Stupid
him.
bitch.
There's literally nothing we can do. We're trying to play it as fast as we can. We're trying to do coverage of it with our content. You still have to listen to him talk. We apologize. We're so sorry.
I know.
Resource of Place Inc. that actually says fine.
But the CokeSchnoz wants you to come here and donate to this fucking dipshit.
Blocking it here.
Ah!
You can donate your
Live!
food.
Go live, please.
For my very first edition of DSPolitics. Okay? I actually have a couple quick shout outs to do, and we have a little bit of extra time for those to do some Q&A, any final last minute shout outs or whatever. All right, so here we go.
Really?
All right, this is just an idiot. I'm just going to ignore them. And whenever I'm getting these dollar tips now, more often than not, they're jerks, so. The Lady Charisma tipped $1.50, says, I see where they're coming from. When I was growing up, my family had to use food banks a lot. Sometimes it's a lot of the unhealthy, low-grade stuff. I remember one stuff even had maggots in it from sitting for so long. That is not the fault of the person who donated. That's the fault of the food bank, okay? So let's be clear here.
Shit on
the person
food
who donated
banks,
didn't say, hey,
DSP.
keep my food on the shelf.
Just shit on those fucking food
I can't
banks.
believe the guy who begs every day, all day. God damn, dude.
So long that maggots grow in it, okay? So I'm not asking to go this far, but donate stuff that you think, well, think about what you're doing. Well, yeah, obviously, if you're trying to donate and it's a Thanksgiving meal, donate things that people would want to eat on Thanksgiving. That would be good things to eat on Thanksgiving. Stuff like that. That makes sense. But not that's not what they were saying in that story. They were actually saying, if you didn't hear what they said, so basically,
He's got over 1,000 viewers on Kick right now, so
oh my
he's
God.
feeling very empowered.
basically, this isn't just about Thanksgiving, which is what people are actually
That's
doing.
nearly a
We're just
viewer
trying
per
to line the
pound
shelves
that
of the
his
food
wife
bank
is.
with food. So give us food that's culturally diverse, because not everyone's going to eat the turkey dinner every day. You know? Well, if that's the case, then be honest. Because the thing, they're not. All their drives are saying, the Thanksgiving drive, the Thanksgiving drive. Right? Well, then don't call it the Thanksgiving drive.
Get on with all
Why aren't they honest and just say, we don't want you to donate food? We legit don't. We just want your money. If they were honest and upfront like that, I wouldn't even have a problem. If that woman came on screen for that and said, please just donate money because we could spend the money on the food that we need, I'd be like, sure, here you go. In fact, isn't that what I did? So that's what you should do. But instead, you go to the store, you get pressured to donate. Now you're being told your donation is no good. Oh, you didn't think about the cultures around here. Get the fuck out of here. You're fucking ridiculous. It's always another step further. Please do this. Okay, I'll do it. No, it's not. Do this too. Okay, I'll do this too. And what about this and this and this? Shut up.
Oh my
Just
God,
leave us alone.
there's absolutely
I'm
no
trying to
way
help,
that
really.
DSP
You don't
is
have to keep bothering
complaining
us and
about
keep it one step
people
further, making it such a
requesting
chore that
donations.
No one wants to. No one can feel
This
good about it
motherfucker
anymore.
has requested
Right? You don't feel good about helping
donations
people.
more
Stop telling
than
us it's not
any
good
other online personality in the history of the internet, going back to ARPANET
Okay.
in 1978.
All right, folks, so, very good. I hope that you guys enjoyed the show. Any final topics or discussions you'd like to do? Because we're almost at the 2-hour mark, and my goal was to go do a 2-hour show tonight. I hope that you guys have enjoyed the show. We had over 1,000 viewers at one point. We're at 900 now. But I appreciate you all being here.
Yeah, over 1,000 people here to watch the train wreck that is
So
you,
everyone's asking,
pretending
well, how
not
can we
to
get in on this?
beg
How
while
can we
you're
help guide
begging.
the topics on the next show and stuff like that, right? I'm going to show you right now. You ready? I'm such a fool. So, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. What you need to do...
Ladies and gentlemen, here I am begging about money as I complain about people begging about money.
Please head over to my YouTube channel, DSP
The self-awareness
Reacts. This
is
the channel where I'm
literally
going to post highlights
0%.
from the show tonight over the course of the week. So if you missed any portion of the show and you want to see some highlights, head over there. Now, what you can do, become a member. And if you become a member at the submissions tier,
for every pound that DSP has lost in the last 2 years, his wife has gained 5 pounds.
$4.99.
I think it's like some sort of genie reverse curse.
There's going to be a thread. I'm going to post the thread up literally tonight after the stream goes offline on this community tab. It'll be a members only thread. In fact, I'm even going to make a members only video just to explain the situation. That's the thread where you can submit news articles, video clips, suggestions for stories. It doesn't just have to be American stuff. If you have interesting things that you want me to cover that are not local, that you think I'll miss, you could submit them there. That is going to be the thread in which I will take suggestions. Now you might say, I don't get it. Why do I have to be a sub? Because if I don't do that, people are going to put the nastiest, stupidest crap in it. You know that. If it's just an open thread, you're going to have 5 million more.
If you give me money, I get to say, oh, you said something stupid, but you gave me money.
Or on trolls putting in crap, and I'll never get through it.
There it
So,
is.
you put an incentive, you have to pay in order to do it. That's going to limit the amount of people who are going to do it, right?
No,
So that's what
no,
we're
I get to fucking rub my nuts on your face because you gave me money to give me a suggestion that I don't like.
I mean, he hasn't been able to
tier,
rub his nuts on anybody's
on
face
DSP.
for a long time because his wife is too big for him to be able to straddle.
Right.
Reacts can submit content for this show, and that's going to be
Like, all the other restreamers are gonna present a more entertaining presentation of the fucking DSPolitics presentation. So his clips that he uploads to his own channel doesn't even matter.
a thread I'm going to
Yeah,
drop
sorry
on
we're
every
not
single
entertaining
week.
because it's really, really hard to make DSP entertaining. We're trying our very best, but the laws of physics literally constrain reality.
Look at topics to cover. Now, this is not a guarantee I'm going to cover them, but it may give me some general ideas of what the hot topics are for the week and then cover it in my own way. Sometimes I may actually directly reference a link or a story that one of you post up there, but that's going to help me direct the show. Obviously, you guys liked the show with the amount of viewership.
Obviously.
This is
Obviously, you guys like the show because one fucking cuck dipshit simp gave me over fucking $300. Holy shit.
Ludwig, who could not like this show where he's playing
it's so great.
Kamala Harris videos
From the first fucking 3 weeks of her campaign.
and commenting over them? I mean, that's the definition of entertainment right there.
Oh, it's the best.
a great way to be a part of that fun every single week. Okay? That's how you do it. Go to DSP Reacts, become a member today at the submissions tier level, and that thread will be on the community tab tonight.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Posting. Okay.
Okay.
So, what did you guys think? Someone, Dunsfelter says, maybe do one dumb news story a week. Could be something. Find a dumb story that actually is legit happened and laugh at how dumb it is.
Oh my god.
In America, we have no shortage of
Now,
dummies.
if
So
he was
absolutely, I could
limited to
probably do that every
one
week
dumb
and make it
news
part of the
story a
show.
week, he wouldn't have a show.
Yeah, Ava Cowboy Rocks. What a time you chose to start following me just recently with all this new content that I'm branching out and doing now, right? Pretty nuts.
Right? Pretty nuts, huh? Blah, 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 blah.
He says, one of my questions would be, why aren't there any young presidents in the current day? Oh, there's a great reason for that. And that's
Because millennials kind of suck. Except for, like, a very few amount. But, like, the presidential candidates are in their 70s because the generation before them don't really fucking...
You do realize that millennials voted for Trump, right?
Well, why isn't there more millennial candidates for president, right?
Because they're below 35 years of age.
No, okay.
It's a literal constitutional thing that you can't run for president unless you're over 35.
Yeah, that's true.
that we could talk about our political system here in the United States, that basically you have to be an established person who's wealthy in order to get elected.
No, no, it's because you have to be an established person who's wealthy.
No, what are you talking about? It says right in the Constitution, you have to be wealthy and established to run for president.
That's what it means.
You have to hold it up to the UV light to be able to see the hidden code. It's not there for you to just see normally.
Senators who were younger, but to be president, I mean, who was our youngest president ever? Was it Obama? And he
no,
wasn't young.
you stupid fuck. Jesus Christ, it was JFK, you dumb motherfucker.
When you got elected in, they just don't let it happen.
Well, he wasn't alive during that time, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true. And then he got killed.
Nothing matters other than the time that he was alive, as a typical narcissist.
Right. Slayer's enjoying the stream. I'm glad that you liked it. He says, here in Singapore, campaigns bring forward ideas of how to make lives better. Hold on, because it just scrolled up.
Slayer said, here in Singapore, we strive to make lives better. Singapore is Disneyland with fascism. Like, are you kidding me? You do not want to live in Singapore. Singapore, god damn it, Slayer.
What are you talking about? Singapore
He's such a fucking propagandist for
Singapore is awesome, actually. It's one of the best places in the world. You're completely getting that wrong, Ludwig.
No, you can't be honest.
No, I'm telling you.
There's no freedom of speech in Singapore.
Singapore is amazing. It's like the best place in the world.
Of course. Why do you want to live in Singapore?
Because it rules.
So why?
It's like the best quality of life in the whole planet.
Okay.
Hold off the screen. With concrete plans, that's why our government has been in power since the founding of our country.
Okay.
It is badass. Singapore rules.
Vietnamese comrade says in Vietnam we have 4 national holidays: the Gregorian New Year, Lunar New Year, Liberation Day. I almost said Libertarian Day. Liberation Day and National Day. Our political system is only one party. We have issues with celebrities due to them not caring about their fans. Rebecca says, will you watch clips beforehand? Of course. Do you really think I didn't watch any of the clips that we just watched tonight? I watched every single one of them. I had to usually, this is a well planned out show. I sat there,
It's very well planned out.
Nothing could be more well planned out than this show.
Good stuff, topics covered, good discussion, and of course,
good
thank
discussion.
you so much for support. Thank you so much. What a well-supported first DSPolitics.
They're all just pushing him away from gameplay content. They want him to be ridiculous and have him fucking spout his opinions.
Literally, Ludwig, as bad as this was, it was better than his gameplay content.
Yeah, for real. I don't even watch his fucking
I don't know how you can go below bedrock, but this motherfucker has literally drilled
below
into
bedrock.
the magma.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Some people said I was going to make $1,000. I knew that wasn't going to happen. I was just happy to hit my normal goal, and we far exceeded it. So thank you guys for that. And the attendance was also outstanding. To have over 1,000 viewers for most of this stream.
No, it's like 843. We can see.
That's really cool. Thank you.
Yeah,
guys.
you know,
really cool.
Telling me my streams are better than Dave's is like saying,
let's see here,
that I enjoy your content more than being kicked in the Jimmy. Right? You kicking me in the balls is better than Ludwig's stream. Thank you. I appreciate that. What a great compliment.
Darkside Pim says the fear mongering for 2024 didn't work when there were 2 terms to Right. You literally had option 1 and option 2 laid out next to
If only I had. He's at 200% speed, and he's at normal speed.
each other. The American people saw the experiences they went through. They chose the one that they thought was the best. You can't lie about that because it just happened. You know, I guess the Democrats really thought the American people were that stupid to not remember the last 4 years.
I guess the Democrats thought the American people were stupid, says the guy that was pro-Democrat the entire fucking time. Jesus Christ.
That's not politics. What are you talking about? No. Chewbacca, what do you mean? Because what's your biggest critique from the right? What does that even mean? Critique of the right? Critique from the right-wing perspective? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm trying to not kill myself right now. I have a knife in my right hand, and my left hand is trying so hard to keep it from slitting my throat. And yet, I feel like my will to live is dying as I continue to watch this motherfucker talk.
The youngest U.S. president was actually 10.
What's your biggest criticism of the right? And he's like, what? Huh? What? I don't know. What do you mean? What's that question mean? I don't get it. You need to rewrite it in a bigger contribution, I guess.
Roosevelt, he was age 42 in 1940. He was 42 years old. Wait a minute, he was my age? Now, wait a second. Why don't you guys tell me about this?
Because you said Obama was the earliest president.
I literally have to find a wood chipper to put my...
I should have taken action much sooner. I would have done this 4 years ago. I would have 4 years to build. I mean, that is the ultimate plan here. Is 2028. Grinnell. That's what. And life.
Okay, go live. Go live.
Not how the government's supposed
Shut up.
in politics, you know.
Fuck it, we're going live.
Anyways. Ah!
What is my biggest critique of conservatives?
Exactly.
Literally turning
Again, I think the
into
problem
a
with conservatives
goddamn
is-
Bigfoot.
How can I put it?
Here,
Again, it's almost the
I'm
same
going to have to
problem with
run
them,
away
where
very soon
they
to
have
stop
some
from
good
being killed.
ideas, but they go to the extreme with these ideas. And then when you go to the extreme, what happens when you have that circumstance where someone needs help and they can't get it because you change things to be this extreme stance? You know? I mean, there's not enough time tonight to go into detail. We're out of time. The show's about to end.
Teddy Roosevelt
sure these
was
will be
not
topics.
the
If you have
youngest
topics like this
president
you want to discuss,
because
submit
he
them.
did
This
not
is the
take
right time to do it.
office
Become a
at
submissions
that
tier
age.
member.
What's that?
Teddy Roosevelt was not the youngest president. He was the youngest person to run for president, but when he became president, he was not the youngest president.
True.
Over on DSP Reacts, submit stories, videos, topics on these subjects so we can watch them and address them in future episodes. Okay? I don't have time to specifically address issues right now. But much like the Democrats, they go too far on certain things. It seems like no one wants to work together to fix issues. Instead, it's, well, my belief is this polarized belief all the way over here. Oh yeah, well, my belief is this polarized belief all the way over here. And then no one wants to help anyone.
Your
Like,
wife
most
is
Republicans would be happy
fat.
if they could just hold on
Every
forever.
fucking
They
pound
control
that you
everything. They'd be
lose,
very
she
happy to
gains
do
by
that.
5 pounds.
Cool. The Democrats are like, well, we want to give everything away. Just give everything away completely. So one side wants everything for themselves. The other side wants to give everything away. Wait, what? What? Huh? Where's the middle? Like I said, yeah, the pendulum theory. The pendulum swings back and forth between the two sides, right?
Yeah, and the pendulum cannot fit between your wife's big, fat fucking legs.
All right, I think we should end the show. We've gone a long time. We're going over 2 hours now. I want to say thank you.
Cody, you're
to the
right.
audience
Exactly.
here. Head over to DSP Reacts. Please subscribe over there. Please become a member over there. And tonight, no kidding, right after I'm done here, I'm gonna do a
Literally, they're literally just trying to push him away from his YouTube channel. They're trying to make him exclusively a Twitch kick streamer, actually.
And everybody agrees that he should be kicked for being a streamer.
private members video to explain the situation. I'm going to post up a thread with that video in it that you guys can all start submitting for next week.
Okay.
If you can believe it, Darkside Pimp just gifted another 10 subs to the community.
Who can believe anybody would be that fucking stupid?
Obviously, I didn't ask for it, but it is greatly appreciated. 42, it might even be 52, because I don't know if I updated that properly. It might have been 50.
Everyone predicted that he would get around like $400 for this premiere politics stream, completely abandoning his morals and being a political grifter. Like
no,
everyone...
he's always been supporting Trump. What are you talking about? DSP has been the pinnacle of conservative values always.
52, but at least
you're
42
fake
gifted
news.
subs to the community tonight. And remember, this show will be live streamed right here on Kick once a week. I'm expecting to do it next Thursday night as well. Same time, same place. Now it'll be interesting because I'm going to see all of your topics submitted.
Loser! You're a loser!
And I'm going to work on that over the course
Are
of the
you
week. I can't
feeling
wait to see what
sorry
you guys
for
come up
yourself?
with. All
Well,
right?
you should be,
All right,
'cause
everyone,
you
thank
are
you so
dirt.
much. What a great inaugural show here on DSPolitics. I hope that you all enjoyed it. I really did. I had a great time. I wish you all a good evening. Remember tomorrow, for those who are interested, back to gaming for me. It's going to be a Level 1 podcast in the morning on DSP Gaming and here on Kick. And then it's going to be the conclusion of Life is Strange Double Exposure on my first gameplay stream. Tomorrow night is the return of fighting games, 7 p.m. Pacific time. It's either going to be the Marvel vs. Capcom 2 collection or it's going to be Street Fighter 6. I'm not decided yet. Either one would be great. Either one would be fun. All right, everyone, please have a good evening. Thank you so much. See you all in the AM.
DSP.
Peace out and
peace out.
Have a good night.
Go!
Be safe out there in America.
Fuck yourself.
Bye-bye.
Piece of shit. Well, that's it. Thank you. Goodbye. Holy fucking
We appreciate all of you here for literally sticking through the worst fucking shit anybody can imagine.
What is it? Trump Forever Radio? Or what was your DSP songs?
Options. You
I have no idea.
Of course he rates.
You're at the end of the road, bro.
People who care about Get the Lotion Radio.
Oh yeah. Get the lotion.
Even those people are gonna stop watching.
Shut up, PPP, you fucking fat fucking cunt.
Involuntarily retired, hell yeah.
Welcome to another episode of DSP. Tries it with your favorite fat slob. So today we'll be reviewing having a job. So first of all, this is a very long game, okay? Okay. And to be honest, most of the content is really lame. Most of the gameplay is really the same. Wake up, okay. Drive to work. Tend to fix helicopters, act like a jerk. Get a real job, fuck that, I quit. Or more accurately, I rage quit that shit. Well, honestly, I got fired. What I meant to say was involuntarily retired. Okay, they wish I was never hired. Bam, bam. My father recommended this game. He's been playing helicopter job most of his days. Ever as soon as I logged in, I mean, I hate to say it was clear my boss didn't think I was worth the pay. No way. Wake up, okay. Tend to fix helicopters and act like a jerk. Get a real job, fuck that, I quit. More accurately, I rage quit that shit. Well, honestly, I got fired. What I meant to say was involuntarily retired. Okay, they wish I was never hired. Bam, bam. So I log in to do my dailies when my boss wanted to see me. He said I reeked of gin and Bayless, but he's still off at DLC. Maybe even you can't pretend to fix the company. Wake up, okay. Drive to work, pretend to fix helicopters. Act like a jerk. Get a real job, fuck that, I quit. More accurately, I rage quit that shit. Well, honestly, I got fired. Whoa,
yeah, what a great song.
Okay, they wish I tried to work, tend to fix helicopters.
But then there's this one.
Tonight, I'm gonna log on to see some cam girls, baby, and be bypass your paywall chat room. Chat room. Did you know you taste like frozen Mexican food? 24 karat Derek in your cam room. Did you know it's my birthday? Barely legal 22. I like anime. Well, come on, how about you? So you're telling me this girl doesn't know who I am? I'll fix that quick with some trivia spam. Did you know the samurai come from Japan? By the way, they call me Derek, the man impossible to ban. Did you know you taste like frozen Mexican food? Not spend me, but I'm just back in seconds. All these boobies, I'm in cam girl heaven. I'm pretty sure that girl has something in her mouth you're not supposed to eat. Fuck yeah, that's perfect. I'm saving this for a tweet. Did you know you taste like frozen Mexican food? 24 karat Derek in your cam room. Did you know it's my birthday? Suddenly comes bursting to my bedroom. A bunch of armed and angry FBI dudes. They say we've got you, Derek, aka the King of Splooge. One of them looked quick at my screen and his gag reflex ensues. Did you know you taste like frozen Mexican food? 24-karat Derek in your can of food. Yeah, you know it tastes like frozen Mexican food. 24-karat Derek in your can of food. Did you know it tastes like frozen Mexican food? 24-karat Derek in your can of food.
Thank you, everyone who stopped by and hung out for this fucking dumpster fire stream. Thank you, Delorio. Thank you, Swimco. Thank you, everyone. Super Florist Moniker. Thank you, Frosty Beats. Thank you, everyone who donated to the Extra Life charity. It's a charity that donates to local children's hospitals. I'm gonna stream tomorrow. Hopefully, if I'm not too hungover, I'll try and
Yeah, we literally have no idea how you guys hang in here with us, but we appreciate it so much. Thank you for being able to absorb
Endure.
all the fucking bullshit that was given your way.
Thank you, Sir.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, Shyrock. Thank you, Frosty Beats. Thank you, everyone. Usually my streams are at the usual time, but thank you. It's like frozen Mexican food.
Frozen Mexican food. 24-karat Derek in your can. Did you know it tastes like frozen Mexican food? 24-karat Derek in your can.
24-karat Derek rules.